welcome back to Hachi Machi. We're going to talk about the year 2025 in Magic and Commander. I'm your host, Gino.
Steve.
And we're going to just dig into all 7 sets that came out, the mechanics that were in this set, and all the things we loved about this set. Something you're going to notice about our channel is we're trying to keep things a little bit more positive and kind of talk about the things we like about Magic. So even though we didn't love everything about Magic this year, we're going to just kind of talk about the things we did like.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so many things that you could discuss that, you really weren't a fan of. But I think this year's cadence really brought into light of, since Commander's the number 1 format in Magic, right? There's just a lot of players that everyone's trying to, make happy, right? And so I know we discussed before, some people like SpongeBob as a Commander, some don't. But, there was just so much that came out this year that you like some of it, you don't like some of it, but today we're just going to be talking about the things that we did like about the full year, because we did get a lot. I mean, as a Magic player,
Absolutely.
I mean, we got a ton.
Totally. And one thing I like to suggest is gravitate to what speaks to you. There's a lot out there, and if it's in universe or beyond, just find what you like. We spend a lot of time and money on this hobby. It's you should enjoy it, and you shouldn't have to play the things you don't like. So that's kind of my take.
Yeah, 1,000% behind it, right? That obviously is, boomers to the game. We've seen a lot more, right? I'm a big lore guy, right?
So absolutely.
You're
kind of getting me into the lore, honestly, because you know so much. It's it makes me interested and want to learn more,
Yeah, I mean, it's cool that they've kept a good portion of the year still going with the Magic IP. And, as we dig into the sets, I mean, the Magic IP sets this year were bangers.
Oh, man.
I mean, as strong as the
Edge was so good.
Right. As strong as the Universe Beyond stuff was, because they have to make it strong, right? Because you're bringing in another IP into the game. I would almost say that the in-universe sets are stronger overall than the Universe Beyond stuff. I mean, outside of the reprinting and some of the special guest paging and stuff like that. But the actual core cards, I mean, who would have thought that you would need to ban an Ether Drift uncommon?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, totally.
So I mean, we might as well just jump right into it, right? So coming right out of January, in January, we come out with Innistrad Remastered.
January 24th.
So what's your feeling on remastered sets?
I enjoy them. I like cracking them. I love cracking the collector boosters. I love the special treatments. I love getting the reprints that you've been waiting for.
Yeah, I'm similar. I love anytime that they'll go back and do a one set large reprint, right? It's a Commander player. That's probably one of the most contentious things, as we were in the late 2000s, early 2010s, going into late 2010s before COVID, that you just couldn't get your hands on some of these cards. And then they would come out with these Modern Mastered sets. And, obviously we've all seen that with the collector boosters that have gone that way. But
I love
these
those
remastered
sets too. I
sets are
snap those up when I can find them because I like the treatments.
Yeah, I love the old border stuff. So, I mean, Innistrad old border, oh my God, it was so good. And I mean, any set that I can get shocks in as a Commander player and retro, it doesn't get any better. Yeah, for me personally.
Any set where you can get the new treatments of things. I love the poster arts. The poster arts
are so sick.
Yeah, the Avacyn, the Markov, the Hermit Druid. There was just so many good poster arts.
Yeah, I mean, this was the real kickoff of if you like things or if you do not like things, right? And so, and I'll put it out there because I have a friend that doesn't like the horror genre at all.
Okay.
Right?
Name names. Who are we talking about?
No, come on. It's a famous actor or a famous director,
Okay.
Yeah, we'll call him PJ.
All right,
and that the treatments in that set were completely horror fan based, right? That totally. So I mean, the Get Rog monster was the old, 40s, so 50s,
right.
posters
Mummy,
that they had.
The old stuff.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, for me, with Avacyn and Get Rog were two of my most favorite print cards ever.
Yeah.
In Magic at this point now. So it was cool to not see any unique stuff that was printed in there, right? That it was just a true remastered set. So that way it gave the newer players a feel of what we used to feel with Modern Masters sets, right? When Modern was the bee's knees.
Totally.
Right? So
it was good to get the reprints that we've been looking for. Get Hermit Druid back.
Right.
You can get old bordered. You can get old bordered foil.
Yeah, real nice to be able to have a full, selection of different treatments. So that way, as a player, it just became more accessible to the person that only wants just the regular printed card.
Sure.
Right? That they were no longer paying that premium amount for that foiling anymore. Because, I mean, that's the other side of the collector pack that, really helped the people that are just wanting to play the game.
Yeah, right.
That those cards are now, $1, $2, something. Most of the time, the foil is cheaper than just the regular print. Right, so that's
crazy?
the other argument of like
They
collector.
print so much foil that it's actually cheaper. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's been really cool that they kicked off the year with a remastered set, right? That it didn't affect, if you're a constructed player, any of those formats, as much as it was clamoring for other things to be done there. So I had a really good time with Innistrad.
Me too, and I finally got an Edgar Markov. I was able to build an Edgar Markov deck, which I was pretty stoked on.
King of the Vampires.
Yeah, man.
The deck's so fun.
Yeah.
Right,
really
but it's so cheese.
It is.
Right?
I mean,
It's the best of
very
the best.
powerful, but it was fun to build. Like being able to just go all low curve, just get a big board out, and then.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a vampire player, I mean, it's super cool to just be able to say, like, I'm just building the OG vampire, and he's going to bring in a ton more vampires, and that's what my deck does.
Totally.
Right? There's nothing, that's going to be, too colorful with it. It's like, here's a ton of vampires, and they're going to give you the suck. Right?
What else about this set did you like? I mean, did you get a chance to open any of the collector product?
No, so I am on the side of I don't really open any of the collector booster packs or anything like that. I'm just the original card player. I'm the trash man, right? So I'm like always digging through bulk. Like the more damage, the better for me.
I love going through the bulk, man. Oh, it's like you're just hunting for little gems.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of my deck building is built around, and I think that's why you, Chris, and I get along so well. Is I'll just see a card, I'm like, man, this card is so cool. Right, but it's usually like the 20-cent card, and then it's like, how do I build around it? What commander would go with it? Right,
so I love the inspiration you get from one card that makes you build a whole deck.
Yeah,
because you see one card that just makes sense to you. It's like I have a whole plan for this one card.
Yeah, I mean, it's like when I saw the original Nephilims that are not legendary, but today they obviously would be legendary since everything is legendary, right? That they're 4-color, right? Sure. So but there's other cards that do things like that. That's why I'm the trash man.
I mean, that's a lot of Rule Zero, though. Like, hey, I want to run this as a commander. Most people have no problem with it.
Right. So, I mean, the remaster sets are really cool because they allow you to get back into those commons and uncommons that you don't see frequently anymore.
Yeah.
They re-expose new players, right, that obviously weren't around in Innistrad. Right. That's why it's, one of the main reasons why I like the remastered sets the way they do them now and they space them out is a lot of the player base as a collective, right? I mean, 35 to 45% of it is since COVID, right? So it's only 5 years old. So they don't know anything about the old Innistrad sets, right? So that's why Edgar Markov is so huge, right? If you weren't around in 2017,
plus there's
when these
$100,
decks came
and
out,
now you can get it for $30 or $25.
And can we talk 2 seconds about how amazing that special art of Edgar Markov is?
Oh,
he's beautiful.
The poster?
The man is beautiful.
So good.
Right?
Yeah.
So
they knocked
really
out
cool.
of the park with those. Yes. Those treatments were top shelf.
Yeah, I got to say for Magic as a whole, I mean, through most of the sets throughout the year, that the art that they have done through most of it has been some of the best art within a year ever.
Yeah, I love it, man. And they have such a hard job. There's so many sets coming out that keep things new and fresh and make us always just like say, wow, it's crazy.
Right, as much as we can critique them.
Yeah.
Right, I especially since I am so closely connected to game designers,
yeah.
I don't know how they keep doing it, right? That, kudos to Gavin and his team that have really, taken a hold of it and pushed it to where it is, even though there's some things that we may not like or some things as they're testing out that is overpowered, right? But that's kind of the beauty of it, right? Totally. That it's on the card. It's there forever. Right. I just saw Gavin recently talk about this with the professor in one of the episodes that the professor had with Gavin asking him questions, that it's the thing of Magic that is so great that yes, it's on a digital, platform, but once the card is printed, it's there forever.
It's eternal, yeah.
Right. And so it's like kind of the story of like when you go somewhere, the car breaks down and everything starts on fire. Right. When you look at it in 10 years, it's like, if those things didn't happen, you would never remember that date.
Right.
Right. And so that's why, you always remember Callblade. Right. So, but yeah, I mean, the set, overall, I don't know what else we need to really address on the Innistrad Remastered. I would say if you haven't gone to see it or you haven't bought any packs of it, definitely open it. The treatments are great.
Yeah, and if you're not going to open packs, there's definitely enough singles you could probably comb through Card Kingdom or something and find the cards that you're looking for and the treatments that you want.
Yeah.
If we're ranking the sets, even though I did like this set, I'm going to still put it on the bottom slot.
Yeah, it still hits for the bottom, right? Because it's not new.
It's not super exciting. They're giving you some new toys with like the treatments and some reprints, but outside of that, there's like nothing new to get excited about building. These are cards we've had in the card pool before.
Right.
So it's more about spicing up the collection more than getting excited about building.
Yeah, and when it stacks up to the other remastered sets, I think it still kind of falls to the bottom of that. Dominaria Remastered was a banger.
Oh, with all the tutors in there.
Yes.
And then Ravnica with all the Shocklands.
Yes.
And it's so easy to get serial cards if you're buying the collector product, and like all the treatments they had. It was awesome.
Yeah, so I mean, it was the only unfortunate thing.
Yeah.
Only unfortunate thing with Innistrad this year was that they didn't have that same feeling as the first two.
All right, moving on to the next set of the year, which was Aether Drift.
Yeah, so Cupid hit us really good with a bunch of race cars, right? Because it came out on February 14th.
Sure did.
So, our Valentine's Day present was a bunch of guys in little carts, right? So I thought that this set was going to totally bomb. I mean, as far as like the mechanics, I just didn't see how they were going to be able to make this work, right? And so pleasantly surprised. I mean, this one gets buried by everything else that happened throughout the year.
Yeah.
But I know that we've talked in the background a lot about some of these cards that are like linchpins to other things, right? So
a lot of cool, unique stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like I know we talked a little bit about Derevi.
Yeah.
Right. That it's really cool that when he comes in, you can sacrifice and loop an artifact in, but also doing it in attack, and red makes it so easy for haste.
Oh yeah.
Right, so there's a bunch of cool cards. I mean, even
that slots into so many different decks, and the strategy for red with artifacts, that deck's can be. I mean, that card's very cool for many different decks.
Yeah, and we saw some pretty cool, unique mechanics that they were trying to bring in.
Totally.
Right, with doing some really powerful effects with exhaust.
Yeah.
Right, that it is overcosted. Right, but it gives you a very powerful effect on a creature. So it's basically like two cards in one.
Yeah.
Right. If you want to look at if the exhaust is powerful enough
to be like a sorcery, like a one-time.
Right.
use.
Right.
Yeah.
So they did some cool stuff in the set of like trying to make the mechanics, since they're only doing one block sets. Right. That you're only getting one here. You're not getting three. That there was
There's
enough
gonna be a ton of
support
supportive stuff, but they did a pretty good job, especially with saddle. I thought.
Yeah.
There's enough where you can do a saddle / vehicle deck.
Yeah.
Culloden's awesome. I love that deck. That's one of my favorite decks I've built last year or this year. It's really fun.
Yeah, it was super cool in some of the stuff that they did with being able to take the old crew mechanic, right, and kind of play with it.
Totally.
To see what it was doing it and make it, fit, with what was happening inside of the theme of what was going on. So it was cool to see a bunch of nice vehicles come in that were actually, usable.
Yeah.
Right. The old vehicles, you only had a couple of them,
There's
right?
A lot of
that
strong
are
ones.
notable. But this one, I know we were talking about some of them that are lower costed with the crewing.
Yeah.
Right. So that way you could actually use them with these utility creatures. So that way they could just mean something in the game.
Yeah,
right?
totally. And I like the static effects. Like Crypt Caller Chariot is so good in a lot of different decks. That card is awesome.
Yeah, that card's a house.
Yeah.
That the things that you're able to do with it. I know I used the Lumberjack card. It's 2 and a green. That it's a vehicle. When it comes in, you go and get a basic land. So it promotes people playing basic lands,
Totally.
which is great.
Yeah.
And then if you crew it and attack with it, you get another basic.
So good.
It scales with the game because you get it's X and 4. X is to the how many lands that you have.
Yeah.
Right. So in Mr. Broccoli.
A Star 4, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Mr. Broccoli, it's great. Right. We're just playing a bunch of basic forests anyways.
Yeah, totally.
So we had the max speed.
Max speed, yeah.
Right?
Start your engines.
Start your engines
yeah,
mechanic.
Totally.
Super cool, right? To theme it to the set.
I wanted to really reach out to the community and see, are people using that mechanic? I think it was pretty cool how like it would let you scale, something throughout the game, make something that was like on its face pretty good, but that would have a different potential if you stuck around and you're able to do the damage to each opponent. Like,
yeah, I like what they did here with this mechanic. It promotes the game to keep moving forward.
Absolutely.
Right? That combat matters.
Right.
Right? We've all got that one friend that's in our group that always skips combat.
Yeah.
Right? That the phase just doesn't exist to them.
Totally.
Right? That this helps if you want to build something for those more powerful effects like Magunda Raceway.
Yeah.
It's one of the lands that I've been putting into a bunch of decks now.
I love that they put it on lands. Like, it's great.
I mean, getting an Ancient Tomb in 2 or 3 turns, right, for
It's just
50 cents a card.
value, right? Just for doing damage to your opponents. Like, it doesn't have to be combat damage. Just damage.
I forgot the name of the land that also gives haste.
Oh, right.
It just gives these mechanics that help keep promoting the game to move forward.
Yeah.
Rather than what we've seen in like some of our older mechanics, right, that want you to stay back. The spells are more powerful than the creature type deal. So that's some of the cool shifting that we saw happening in Aether Drift, right? Like Speed Demon is a great card. Like as the max speed goes up, you just draw more.
Totally.
Right? And so there's
I think
a
it
lot
scales.
of cool
It's not like nothing and then max speed. Like as you're going through the speeds, you get a more value. I think that's cool.
Yeah, it was super cool, the stuff that they were able to do inside of here, because I really did not see how they were going to make this anything other than me looking at it like Mario Kart. Right? That it's as a lore guy, it was really cool of it breaking off of, the Phyrexian set, that now all of these planes are together, and now they're just happens to be a race. Like, it's a super fun idea, right? That it was
cool
super
that they used
campy.
multiple planes kind of involved. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, it was nice to see everything doesn't need to be so serious all the time, right? That it's just a super campy idea.
Sure.
Of like, hey, what are we doing? We're having go-kart racing, right? So that was cool. To see them break out of it reminded me a lot of an unset. Like, this is an unset idea that became.
I wouldn't go that far, but I can kind of see what you're saying. Yeah, absolutely.
Like if
it
you
was
were
a
sitting at
wild
a table.
idea.
Yes, right. That they.
It's like taking Cowboys to the next level. We're going NASCAR.
Yeah. Everybody wears a hat.
Yeah.
So everybody's in a car. So, are there any favorite cards? Do you have a favorite card of this set?
It has to be Hashatan. That is another one of the decks I built this year that I really enjoyed. Our friend made me all the custom tokens for the 39 creatures I have in the deck. I've got a custom token for each one of them that is a zombified version of the artwork that makes it a 4/4.
They're really good.
They look so good. It's a
deck,
fun deck.
Deck is cool to play against.
The mechanics of it's cool. The play patterns are different than anything else I have. It's fun. I love Esper.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice change from what you usually see in an Esper build, right? Because most Esper builds are just grinding everybody out.
Yeah, this almost promotes combat a little bit.
Right.
Like you're making creatures, and obviously you can build it different ways. But making 4/4 zombies, you can go. I've seen some builds that lean really heavily into the zombies. Mine doesn't. I've got other zombie decks, but I've seen it built different ways, and it's cool to see the different spins people put on it.
Yeah, I would say for our community that's watching, if you're gonna play Hashatan, just understand there's not a really good way to build this deck in a low power. Right, like you're not. You could build it as a 2, but it's not going to play as a 3. Right, that there's the
mechanically it's just stronger than the power level.
Right, like a frantic search is going to be able to let you dump it and play it right while drawing. So there's just these things that it's inherently powerful that it will always play as a 3 even if you build it as a 2. So I would say this is one with an asterisk of it is super fun to play. It is super fun to play against.
Pod. Yeah, make sure everybody knows what you're doing. How about you? What are some of the highlight cards you got from the set?
So I'm a Timmy, right? And so everybody knows me as Gruul.
Yeah.
Gruul all day.
Yeah.
Right? That it has to be March of the World Ooze.
That one's so good.
This enchantment that just makes all of your creatures have a base power toughness of 6/6. Right? So this works really well with like a bunch of mana dorks. Right? Yeah. They're no longer dorky. I mean, they're dorks, but they're getting thick. As well as whenever an opponent casts a spell, it does the other thing that's good in green. Whenever an opponent casts a spell,
punch in blue a little bit. Yeah,
right? Yes.
Blue, yeah.
If it's not their turn, then I'm going to create a 3/3 elephant, which is just a 6/6 elephant, right?
So good.
And so for my flavor people out there, the ones that play color hate, right? That play monsoon, that hate on blue as a green player, then this card is like right up your alley. It's fit into. I think I put this card into 3 different decks now. I've got it in Yeva, I put it into Svella, and I've also put it into Wolverine.
Oh, awesome.
That I kept getting housed with my Wolverine deck, right? Because it's so linear in some aspects, right? It's just trying to keep them out.
The extra bodies have to help.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah, so when people are trying to interact with me, it's like you're just giving me 6/6s.
And you're making Wolverine bigger too, which is really good. The deck wants that as well. So
Wolverine is a 6/6.
Yeah.
It's real tasty.
Oh man, that's good.
Yeah, it's real tasty.
You find it hard to cast it with the three green pips, or not really?
No, not really. I mean, when you're in, right, because green has the best ramp.
Yeah.
So as long as you have a good ramp package that you're going to be doing, I don't find it hard. I don't play a lot of 3 and 4 color decks to begin with anyways, or 3+.
Yeah.
Just because it's my own personal restriction. I like what the color pies are trying to do.
Yeah.
When you only have 2, it gets rid of a lot of the stapley good cards, right? Or I build a deck, and then while I'm playing it, I like stay away from the staples, but then eventually I put them in, right? Because it's like, why am I not playing these in 3, 4, 5 color? So I do not find it hard to cast 3, 4 pip stuff.
Yeah,
in it, I'm like, I don't know if anybody watches MTG Goldfish or follows Crim at all, that I'm like Crim. Like my lands are all pip, right? Because I'm trying to do very powerful things, and I never want to be stopped because I have too many colorless lands.
Yeah, that's always a bummer when you get flooded out with the colorless mana and you can't cast your spells.
Right,
especially when you're playing heavy pip cards like that.
You definitely need exactly
pip support.
So, I mean, what I'd like to do here with some of the sets is I'd also like to get your idea of what you think is a sleeper in each one of these sets of what not what, someone else may have mentioned, but what you feel that you've seen and you're like, oh my God, I didn't think that card was that good. Coming out of Ether Drift specifically.
There's not a card that I didn't think was good. It was just, I don't see a lot of homes for it, but I definitely want to build around it, is the Elvish Refueler, I think it's called.
Okay.
It lets you reuse an exhaust ability. Like, it hasn't been exhausted if you have not used an exhaust ability this turn.
Sure.
So something like a loot deck, where if you've already used it, you can use it one time every turn on your turn, kind of again.
Right.
I think that's a really cool card I'd like to try to build around. Maybe do a loot deck or Redshift, maybe. I don't know.
That would be a really cool idea for like a big mana deck.
Absolutely.
Right, because they're mana sinks that aren't traditional mana sinks.
I haven't seen anyone really talk about that card, and I noticed, I'm like, wow, that card's actually pretty strong in the right build,
You can bring in a lot of those cards that allow you to have mana specific for activated abilities. Like there's that colorless creature that looks like it's not Trilobite, but it looks like that. But it keeps pumping, but you can only sink the colorless mana into activated abilities.
Totally.
Yeah, well, we'll throw the card up on here, so that way you guys will be able to see what my brain is escaping here. So, but yeah, that's a really cool idea. I have a sleeper card that I did not think that was good or as good as it was until I was watching gameplay on Brian Kibler's channel.
Okay.
That it is, and I'm going to pronounce the name probably wrong, but it's Angusaur Rex.
Oh, sure.
It's that 5 mana dinosaur that's an 8/8 trampler.
8/8 trampler.
But to me,
right.
like it goes in every green deck.
Right.
But the thing that I did not think was as strong, is the cycling ability.
Totally.
That for 2 and a green, you're going to put 2+1s on a target creature, give it a hexproof indestructible, and draw a card.
Trample indestructible.
Yes, trample indestructible.
Which is even more relevant if you're going to be swinging out. That's
right.
So
as
good.
a green player, right, that when someone goes to commit a mana dork or just a 1/1, right, if you're playing against a tokens deck, and you've got something that's 6/6. Now it's an 8/8. It's coming through, right? If you've got anything that has to deal with damage like max speed, right? That's why the set was really well put together for the things it's trying to do.
Totally.
Right? And so that if you have not played with this card,
it's a house.
Use it. It's trying to block an 8/8 trampler is very difficult.
For 5 mana.
2
green pips against super castable. Comes down early, puts work in, and if it's stuck in your hand or you want to use it as a gotcha spell, it has that ability as well.
Right. So, I mean, there's just a lot of things that Ether Drift did really well that I think was just overcasted.
Kind of overlooked a little bit.
Overlooked by what all of the other sets were doing this year. Although I do think that's probably something that we'll be continuing moving forward with. We're going to have a lot of sets in 26, right, that we're going to see some things get overshadowed by others. However, I can say as a Magic player, sometimes you kind of want that happening, right? Because then you can get access to these extremely powerful cards and not pay $5, $10, $20
keeps
for
the premium
things.
Price tag off of them.
Right, if there's just so many.
Radar a little bit,
Right.
I mean, there's a bunch of cards. Did you see what's it called? Adrenaline Junkie. The one that someone plays a spell not on their turn, they take 4 damage.
Oh my God, my heart loves this.
So
card.
Good for your Ruach Thar deck.
Yes. Oh. Ruach Thar, if you guys have not built a Ruach Thar deck, please gruel yourself out and allow yourself to hate on non-creature spell.
Punish the rest of the table if they're not playing creatures.
Right. So, I mean, is there anything that in this set that like stood out to you or
I think it was a fun set. I know I caught a lot of hate, but it was fun for what it was. There's a lot of good cards if you look at like the uncommons. Some of the lesser known rares. There's a lot of gems in the set. I mean, I know Ketramos, that got a lot of heat coming out of pre-release and when the first came out. I haven't seen too many commander decks. You've said you've seen some stuff.
Yeah. I mean, the problem with Ketramos is that it is a very powerful card. Like it's innately powerful by what it's doing. It's indestructible. It's not a creature, or it can't attack or block. Right? There's just strong things that it's doing, and it's the thing that gets overlooked is that your hand is never empty. Right? And in the color pairing that you're in, it is very easy for you to dump everyone else's hands, right? To build a very strong discard deck. And then you exile things out of their graveyard. You're exiling, their permanents, right? So it
seems like it wants to be
an
built
unfun
kind of
play.
competitively where you're just going to really attack your opponent's resources and you benefit by getting more card draw for it.
Yeah, this is almost like this is a non-fun Hashathon, right? That there's no way to build this strong or fun, right? In a low power setting.
Sure.
So I would probably recommend it to be, left in 4s and CDH, right? That just understand that when you play against this deck, there are things that are going to be happening that just are not fun, right? Or what people would consider fun.
It then turns into like a menace 4/4 with indestructible too. Like,
right. If you're a control player, this deck's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Right. So fun is relative, but I mean, in overall, like newer players, I would not play this against a new player, right?
Sure.
It would give them a bad taste. So unless you don't like the new player, right? That you're like, if this is just a Punisher kid, that you're just like, get out of here.
Yeah, right.
Well,
speaking of newer players, what'd you think of the precons?
The precons were
the
really
energy
good.
Precon and the zombie precon.
Yeah, both of them were really good. I think they were really well built. I mean, I'm a fan of zombies just being an older player.
That deck was so fun.
Yeah, it was really cool to play against.
I never played the energy one. I did see it out in the wild a couple times, but the zombie one was great. I think they did a really nice job with the reprints in that deck.
Yes.
The play patterns of the deck were fun. How like you can make a brainstorm, just pump the whole team by 3.
Right.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I'm very glad that as we moved forward with energy stuff that there was just more support for it. So it felt like that deck was a lot of that it was like giving the energy decks more support and then more
Fallouts. We had a little bit in MH3.
Right.
So it's good to see that mechanic kind of getting a little bit of love. I know people say it's busted and super powerful, but for people who want to play it, you need more cards,
Yeah, anything that has to do with counters that are on a person, right, is difficult to deal with, but there's really cool cards that you can play. And I mean, as
Final Act.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. As anything we do, it also opens the door for you to, as players, be able to build things inside of your own group's meta to be able to counteract that, right? That there's a 6 mana battle that when it comes in, you either get to destroy all legendary or non-legendary creatures.
Or both.
That
one's very strong.
Right.
Yeah.
The other side of that is Marchesa.
Yeah.
That when she attacks, that I believe that you can take out, or you could take 3 counters off of something.
Right.
Yeah. There's a bunch of cool things that you can do with it. Allows you to open up to other sets to say, hey, how do I deal with this? Right. That I'm now starting to see this. How do I build differently? Right. It helps you do that instead of just a straight answer of like just torching someone for them doing something.
Well, I also like that it gives you more options if you want to play energy. Like there's different ways you can go about it now. You're not going to see the same exact energy deck over and over now. Hopefully there's more options where you can take it in a different direction or build it kind of uniquely and still be able to have all the tools that you need to build a deck that's functional and fun,
Yeah, because I mean there's a ton of cool old energy cards, right, that you could just never play, right? From like from Ether Revolt and stuff like that you just could never, there was never enough support. Right? So it was really cool for them to kind of meld those together, right? That it was like they're trying to get away from that feeling of what it was, right? And how do we bring it into something new, something fun, something creative? Yeah. And I really gotta, as a tip my hat to, like a Markov, right? Everyone wears hats. That I think they did a really good job with this. It was a super fun idea, right? When you have an uncommon band from the set, right? Then take a look at the rest of it. There's other stuff that was sitting inside of that same wheelhouse.
Yeah, I mean, Stock Up is like, what, a $15 uncommon or something?
Right.
It's so good in so many different formats. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah. So, Ether Vault, big thumbs up for me.
Ether Drift.
Ether Drift.
Yeah, absolutely.
Drifted. Yeah. Ether Drift, big thumbs up for me.
Yeah, I liked it. It was fun.
Yeah, it was great.
All right, how would you rate Aether Drift as a set overall? Out of the 7 sets we have from this year, where would you put it in the list?
Yeah, so this is unfortunate with how well the other sets were for the rest of the year.
Strong year. It was a strong year.
This one is going to sit in the 6 slot for me.
Same as me. Yep.
It's super fun. Yeah. Doesn't diminish what it actually was.
I don't dislike it, but there's definitely stronger stuff that came out this year.
Right.
It's going to earn the 6
Yeah, when we get into this next set, if people played throughout the year this year, they're going to see why.
Oh, sure.
That it happened.
Totally. And going into the next set, we have Tarkir Dragonstorm.
Yeah, so this is the set that we're going to see the shards and the wedges come in.
Yep.
Right, so shards are 1 color plus 2 ally colors, and then wedges is 1 color plus 2 enemy colors.
Okay.
So this is all 3 color all day.
Yeah.
Right, so we saw...
we had half, right? It was just 5 of the...
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
we had 5 commander decks, and they did all 5. It was a Teamer, Abzan...
Mardu... and Esper. No.
Not Esper, no.
No. So they did Mardu, and I think these were the enemy ones.
Just kind of what
it was. They did all the wedges. This one was super fun for me, right? That I'm not a big 3-color player, but this really wanted me to build a couple of 3-color decks.
Absolutely. This one was a super fun set, and I felt like this was the first time the cowboy hats kind of came off.
Yeah.
And it's
Yes.
like, it was just back to just straight up magic. And I think
Yes.
I heard that echoed throughout the community from players, content creators, everyone just they were waiting for this set to come, and it hit hard. I think everyone really enjoyed this one.
Yeah, Wizards did a really great job with this one, right?
Oh,
That it brought back why people love the Magic IP, right?
Totally.
You're getting dragons. You're getting 3-color modal cards, right? You're getting extremely powerful things in multiple different formats, right? From constructed all the way through up until commander, right?
Totally.
That there are pieces for this for everyone, right? And there's flavor throughout the whole thing, right? We're bringing back a lot of the old legendary creatures that we want to see, right? That we're going to have, like Tigum come back. Right?
Oh, right.
When was the last time we saw
Yeah.
Tigum come in? By
Right.
the way, spoiler, this is going to be my sleeper card that I'll get to from the set.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this one is super fun. I built it. It does a couple of really cool things that I think is very unique to what else is happening.
Yeah.
As well as a Timmy guy. Not a big blue player, but it's always nice to throw a blue into Gruul.
Yeah.
Right? Blue into Gruul.
Yeah, let's
just
go.
wants to do it. You know what I mean? So it was cool how they used the wedges names as their modal cards.
Yeah, right.
And then made them feel like the colors themselves.
Totally. All right, so the mechanics of this set, we had Endure was the first one, and that was the Abzan one, that you'd pick one of two modes. When it would come in, you would either make a spirit token that was like a star based on whatever the Endure number was, or you'd put counters on the creature.
Yeah, this
Like
is
that. And Offensa had that, was one of the bigger cards.
right. Yeah, so I'm really glad that you brought her up because this is like a true call to the old Anafenza.
Absolutely.
Right, that she would do +1s, right, and you do +1 shenanigans. Fits right into Abzan.
Totally.
Right, the color pairing wants +1s and to be able to grow from tokens.
Yep.
Right, so I mean this one sat like right at home for me.
Yep. And then which one do you want to talk about next?
So I love the renew mechanic.
Yeah.
Right, so the graveyard is just your second hand.
It's so good when you can get second use
Yes.
out of the one card. When one card does two things, it's like kind of like we talked about in the modal episode where you want to try to get as many slots out of a card as possible, and like when you can use it for a second time, I love it. It's just good.
Yeah, it was stapled on to a lot of different creatures that did a lot of different things, right? So it was really cool to be able to play the creature out. So like if you're playing limited or anything like that, that you were able to play this creature if something happened, it would give you benefit later.
Like a 1/1 counter and a keyword, or like and
Right,
a bunch
or
of different things. Yeah.
Or if you milled it, right? Usually people hate mill. Like I love
Discard
mill,
it, sure,
right?
yeah.
So playing against mill is fun. Playing mill is fun.
Yeah.
But for you to be able to have the card, whether it's in your hand or in your graveyard, still do something.
Yeah.
And it's in Sultai, right? So it's a perfect flavor pairing for this.
Yeah.
A lot of Sultai decks are doing something with their graveyard, either reanimating it or doing something out of it, dredging into it, right? This sits right at home as well.
Yeah, no doubt. Flavor was really good on that one. The next one I like is Mobilize. Mobilize I thought was going to be underpowered, but I played it in Limited and in Commander, and it turned out to be super fun. I built the Zergo deck, Commander deck, the one where you get to keep the tokens at your end step.
Yep.
Goes out of control pretty quick.
Yeah.
It really does. With any kind of impact tremor effects.
Yes.
Cathar's Crusade, like it goes bonkers pretty fast. It's super aggro. It's exactly what Mardu wants to do.
Yeah, it's really nice that in this set, when you're dealing with so much power that you can do in each one of these wedges, that it was nice that they kept Mardu aggro.
Yeah.
Right? That when you build Mardu decks, traditionally you're in some aggro shell, right?
Right.
And it just boosts aggro further, right? Because we all know that we've built decks before, that when you're just the aggro player, that you're building out these board states and then something happens to where somebody board wipes and then you're in the Stone Age.
Yeah, right.
Right. So it was super cool for them to be able to do that. So
And I like that it was kind of pulled back. It didn't seem super pushed at first glance. I didn't think much of it. Plays better than it looks, and I felt like it was at the right power level.
yeah, great game design.
Yeah, I loved it.
Whoever
It was
came up with this, right, as an idea,
It's very cool.
That more bodies is great.
Yeah.
Right in the game, more as we were talking about in artifact decks that we played. More squares you can have on the table, the better.
Just making rectangles.
Right. So this set actually is the one that pushed me into Jeskai.
Okay.
That
That's rare for you. You're definitely not a Jeskai player.
No, not a Jeskai player. I do
But you
like
love it when it can second pull you somewhere you don't usually go. That's
right,
fun. Yeah,
right.
That's cool.
And I'm a control player I like playing control, but I'm a Gruul player, so like I sit in that I'd love to die.
You play it outside the box, though. It's not going to be just straight up abs or Azorius control.
Right,
You're playing
right.
Gruul control, baby.
Yeah. And so, I mean, Fleury was able to do these things that Jeskai wants with drawing it. When you draw your second card, some type of unique effect is happening, right?
Okay.
And so you're needing to build the deck in a way to where you're still drawing cards in everyone's turn, but it's not offensive, right? Because when you're playing in other people's turns, right, it's usually an unfun play pattern for the person that you're interrupting their turn.
Yeah.
However, when it's a once a turn deal, which most of these flurries are, great fix to what was happening, right? And so you get this little extra value, you're interrupting the turn, and it also, as a control player, allows you to be able to keep that cadence going in the game to where you don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
Right? Which is really cool. In Jeskai, I can tell you the real reason why this was pushed in. A friend and I were racking our brain of trying to build a really strong deflecting palm deck.
Oh, nice.
And this set with this Jeskai gave really good cards to be able to do that with. That there were more deflecting palm-esque or adjacent cards that would get you there, right? And it was awesome because there was more prowess put into it, right? So when you were doing these sorts of things that you were able to, it's all about gotcha.
I love that you
in the
picked
Jeskai show.
Jeskai for that, because my brain would automatically go to Mardu.
Right.
Because I want to be able to do Ink Shield. I want to be able to do Take the Baits. Like, all these, like, gotcha kind of combat-y trick and, like, just, like, it's overall gotcha. I think that'd be really fun to play.
We started the same way.
Jeskai's perfect because you got the blue in there, so that just gives you endless opportunities to do cool things there.
And I don't play any counter spells in it, right? Because I hate blue.
Yeah.
Right? So, but the only reason I really dislike blue is because of the counter spell. It's the best removal spell in the game.
Yeah.
Right? When you have access to so many free ones, right? That it just kind of, it takes the fun out for me in the game itself, right? And so we originally started this idea in Boros, so it was very much in the same line of it was very aggro, and then it was like all of a sudden it was a gotcha moment type of deal. But bringing in the blue allows you to do things like you can cast multiple spells, and then you can play Amphibian Downpour, and then just turn all the stuff into frogs, right? Like it's just total gotcha.
That card
stuff.
is so good, by the way. I really like that one.
It's super fun. Super fun things to where when someone says I'm going to do something pretty funny, usually when I hear it in a pod, it's not funny at all. Right?
We're making 10 things frogs. That's kind of fun.
Right. I'm just going to make them all frogs. Right? That they're all cute frogs from here on out.
That's the way blue has to deal with creatures, though. Besides bouncing them, they don't do well with removing any kind of threats. Really.
Right. So
besides just straight countering it.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, and then the Teamer, it was an unnamed mechanic, but was kind of based off Ferocious, whereas Powers Matter is kind of like if a creature 4 or greater did something, you got something. What was the card you want to talk about?
Yeah, so in this one, Teamer Battlecrier is like the unsung hero of these decks.
Okay.
So what Battlecrier does, he's 3-teamer, right? Okay. It's a guy on a horse, Orc Ranger. At first, I thought this card was the horse.
Okay.
Right? Until I actually I saw the borderless version of this one.
Yeah.
And I saw that it was a guy that was sitting on top of it. That during your turn, spells you cast cost 1 generic less for each creature you control with power 4 or greater.
That's pretty strong. Especially with Eshki.
Yes.
And that whole deck that they kind of built around that theme as well. That would be the all-star of that deck for sure.
Right. And this is like the other wedges, this is so perfectly themed for what Teamer wants to do. You're just playing big dudes, turning them sideways in a lot of the Teamer builds, right? So you're thinking haste, right? If you cast a creature that has power 4 or greater or 3 or greater, you're drawing cards.
Totally.
Right? So it
fits right into the theme.
Yeah, Teamer's super fun. Again, I would always counsel to play less counterspell, right? Figure out a different way. So no one ever feels, sometimes they feel a little bad when it comes to like deflecting SWAT stuff, but misdirections are they always lead to a more memorable moment, right? But counterspell, I get it, right? You always got to play at least 1 or 2 because it's just the best removal spell.
It's the best way to protect what you're trying to do.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
If you want what you're trying to do to get through, counterspell works. All right. Do you want to talk about the cards you like from this set?
Yeah. So in this set, my favorite card, this one is kind of, it's the reason why it's the most expensive card in the deck, right? Or in the set.
Yeah.
It's Ugin Eye of the Storm.
It's too good.
This card is so good. The fact that they did the dual cards in the collector pack, so it had a baby Ugin on the other side. Like, oh my God, I couldn't get past how amazing this baby Ugin was and how bad I felt that baby Ugin was exiling your whole board. right? So I play this
Just
in
for
my
playing
Karn deck.
mana rocks, you can
Yes.
just send something to the Shadow Realm. Like,
Yeah. So to be honest, this is only in my Karn deck. It's all colorless.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a very powerful deck by its nature. This is another card that there is no fun way to play this card. Right.
Absolutely not.
You know,
No,
so
yeah,
it fits into everything. Any deck can play this thing, and it's just a house when it comes in.
Oh yeah.
What about you? What is your favorite out of this set?
Let me see here. Not that I like the card, but I love the art for the new Crater Hoof. It's a card I don't really play much anymore, but
Sure.
the artwork I was like, it's gorgeous.
Oh my god, with all of the moss growing off of it, like it looks like
in the purple. That's like
Yes.
that's a print I would buy. I think
Yeah.
that one looks awesome. I'd have to go with the Elspeth, just the token doubler on a Planeswalker. The plus is insane. The 0. Put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Those creatures can fly until your next turn.
Right.
It protects her. It makes them viable threats. It doubles everything you're doing with tokens.
Yep.
It's
I think outside of the original Ugin, right? Because obviously exiling your whole board just with a minus is the best way to protect your Planeswalker because nothing exists.
Yeah, right.
Right?
Exactly.
This is probably one of the most powerful protection that they have put onto a Planeswalker that I can remember in recent history. I mean, Oko was really good, but that was only really good in constructed, right? Because it's just a 1-for-1. This one does what Elspeth already wants to do. Right, you've already got a few tokens out there.
It
right?
makes
Anywhere
tokens,
from 2 to
it
4.
pumps tokens,
Right.
it doubles tokens.
tokens.
I mean, what's the 9 -3 is destroy target creature an opponent controls with mana value 3 or greater.
Right.
So it has a removal staple to
Yes.
it, and that doesn't even kill her. It's like it's -3 out of 5 starting loyalty. So
Yeah, it's pretty interesting that out of a set that is this strong, with how many dragons were in it, you know, Draco Genesis, like you're playing dragons for free.
Oh, yeah.
You've got the new Moxes in there, right? That the Planeswalkers like do it for us. Like they're so strong.
it makes sense though. It's trying to balance out these giant dragons by giving your board flying to block dragons.
Yeah.
It kills big dragons.
Right.
It's perfect.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
It's gonna slot into so many decks. I've already put it into a few.
Yeah, I put it into my Orzhov tokens deck.
Okay.
Because it's just my tokens deck.
Yeah.
My other tokens deck is Survival of the Swole. It's all Beast and Garrett Tribal. Right? So that's where the only place where I put Craterhoof is in there because it makes the cut. It's a beast.
It's a beast.
It's a beast.
It makes the cut.
Right. So it makes the cut. I'm interested to hear what you think that your sleeper card in this is. That's something that overperformed for you.
Oh, Kotus the Fanekeeper.
Yeah?
That deck, I mean, it sits in the command zone. I'm sure people knew it was going to be strong.
Sure.
I'm like, it's a 2/1. What can you really do? I built it. I'm like, this deck does crazy things. It was really fun.
Okay.
I didn't think it was going to be strong as it was, but it turned out to be pretty ridiculous.
Tell me about it. I don't think I know this card.
It's Villainous Wealth on a stick.
Okay.
So it's Sultai in 1 for a 2/1 with Indestructible. When Kotus deals combat damage to a player, exile the top X cards of the player's library, where X is the amount of damage dealt. You may cast any number of spells with mana value X or less from among them without paying their mana cost.
I do know this card now. I've run up against this in Arena and Brawl.
It's pretty nutty.
Yeah.
I mean, you can kind of go equipments. I do like Howl from Beyond. Like it's kind of fun playing your cards.
Yes. So I have a really funny story about this card, actually. I didn't recognize the name, but I played in a pod with a close friend, and they built this deck.
Okay.
But it's an assault suit deck.
Oh.
And so everyone is playing everyone else's spells.
That's the funnest way to play.
Yes, with Hive Mind was in the deck.
Oh my
Like it was
God.
just this. Everyone ended up. We had equipment, right? Because we were playing our decks, right?
Yeah.
I put a dowsing dagger on it.
That's so.
I had another friend that was in the pod. He put light and shadow on it. So when this thing was hitting other people, we were all getting effects from this thing hitting other things.
That sounds like a hilarious.
Yeah, I gotta
thing.
say, if you're not building this as an assault suit deck, build it as an assault suit deck and just see
Just give it a try.
how
See
fun it
how
is
it
for
feels.
everyone else to villainous wealth. It might even be your own deck.
Yeah,
is what ends up
that's
happening.
Pretty amazing. How about you? Sleeper card.
Yeah, so for me, I mentioned it earlier. You guys got a little bit of foreshadowing of what was coming. It's Taiga Master Opportunist.
Yeah.
2 mana, 1 colorless, 1 blue. Has Flurry the Jeskai mechanic. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, copy it. Then exile the spell you cast with 4 time counters on it. If it doesn't have Suspend, it gains Suspend.
Bonkers.
Yeah, this card is nuts. It comes down on turn 2.
Yeah.
Which means that you can brainstorm the next turn, right? And then in 4 turns, you're going to be able to do it again. However, if you use cards like Clock Spinning, that start bringing counters down.
Totally.
Right? This works really well with the Doctor Who set.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So you're able to bring in some of those cards.
Really manipulate when things come back and don't make it wait a whole 4 turn
Right.
rotation.
You know, so you can do things that allow you to get extra value, as well as these things start triggering to be your second spell during the turn, right? That it'll be your first one that, you know, obviously in your upkeep when it's happening, right? So then now you're working with multiple upkeeps, right? So you're working with like Sphinx of the Second Sun.
Oh, sure.
And Shadow of the Second Sun.
Obscuring Haze.
Obscuring Haze to be able to get multiple upkeeps.
No, Obscuring Haze, I'm sorry. That was the free...
Yeah, that's the fog. That's a fog. Fog you.
Yeah.
Right? It just works in everywhere.
Yeah.
Right? But yeah, the ones that give you the extra upkeep, so that way you're able
Paradox
to...
Haze is the one I was thinking of. Yeah.
That you're able to get multiple of these spells going off in one turn.
Yeah.
Right? And which also plays very well with you're not countering a lot of things. Right?
You're doing your game
as
plan.
As a blue mage, right? I'm trying to stay away from it. That it lets you do these cool things that are happening without, you know, wrecking everyone else's what would be considered a fun time.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, so I would say if you have not put this card, I mean, this card works so well in any blue deck that wants to draw cards. You're going to get extra value out of this card.
Totally.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Super fun. Now, overall, Gino, where are you putting Dragonstorm in the ranking?
Well, I got more cards I want to talk about.
You got more cards?
I got more cards.
All right, let's back it up then.
There's a couple CEDH staples that came out of this set.
Yes, there are.
Voice of Victory is such a good card.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got Mobilize 2 for no reason, helping those blue farm decks. It gives you the Grand Abolisher effect with only one white pip.
Who would have thought it's good? Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, the one extra pip that it comes off of into colorless. Oh, now you can play this in other decks.
When you're playing a 4-color CDH deck, that pip means everything.
Yes.
You know. The other one's Nature's Rhythm. Have you seen this one? The tutor? It's so
card
good.
Is awesome.
It has Harmonize.
Yeah.
So good. I mean, these two cards I think will be in CDH decks forever. I mean, these are just another creature tutor. I mean, Kinnan wants that. There's a lot of other things that other decks I think that will fit into as well.
Yeah. It was cool to see, and it's why the sets that we talked about earlier are so ranked so much lower, right?
Yeah.
In the 7 is because this set and other sets that are going to be coming, there are staple cards like that in each one of these sets.
Absolutely.
That get you there, right? So for me, I had Voice of Victory was another notable card. Draco Genesis.
Oh, what a fun card.
Like, as a dragon player, like, what's better than more dragon?
Slamming an 8-drop enchantment, and now they're all, like, just free. Okay.
Right, I need more dragon where there's less dragon. Right? Yeah. So, there are...
Mistrized Village is another that land that makes your next spell uncounterable.
Yes, yeah. Gruul player?
Pretty
Love
awesome.
It.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so, I mean, there is a lot of fun things that are in this set, right? Which you would inherently think there would be, right, with 3-color coming.
Yeah.
Right? That if it's 3-color, there's so many flavor that they need to put in for each one of these colors.
It feels like magic. We went back to dragons.
Right.
I love it. The precons. We didn't talk about the precons. 5 precons on this one.
Another 5er.
And they were bangers.
Yes.
They were so fun.
Each one is really good. Each one fits its theme really well. Right?
They don't need a ton of upgrades. You can upgrade them, obviously, but out of the box, they are fun. Play well together.
Right.
It was a cool product.
Yeah, I mean, we had the Abzan Baiter, right? That was, you know, there's a nice meme with that. If you want to look it up, you know, you can look that up. But it was cool to see another commander that was coming out for toughness matters.
Totally.
Right? That it didn't necessarily mean that you have to just swing with the backside, right? That, you know, which, you know, like an Arcades deck, this one plays much differently.
Yeah.
Right? And so
it's more of a drain deck.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you're able to do a bunch of cool things. You can go wide with tokens to make up, you know, the toughnesses on them. You can go with big creature. Right, there's a lot of stuff you could do with it.
I say this all the time, but I love decks that let me play cards I don't get to play anywhere else.
Yeah.
And a deck like that lets you play like the 0-13 from the Innistrad Midnight Hunt or whatever. Right. You know, it's like there's all these cool cards you get to play that you don't get to put anywhere else. You know.
Yeah, I would have to say probably out of all of them that the Teamer one is the strongest.
That one was very strong.
Yeah, that the dragon on the front face is very strong.
Yeah.
Right, that when it comes in, it's just doming everything for 10.
The Sultai one's pretty nasty too.
Yeah, the Sultai one is really fun.
Yeah.
Out of the box, it plays well. The Teamer one, right, because when we're in pre-con land, right, that attacking matters, right? And so if you're not a good graveyard player as a new player, the graveyard strategy is a harder one to get around because there's so many lines to wrap your mind around. The Teamer one is just so straightforward.
Yeah.
Like, I'm playing big dudes,
Turning
and
them
I'm
sideways.
crushing it.
Yeah.
And I'm drawing cards on top of it,
Right.
and I'm going to counter things.
Right.
That it does a lot of what the basic mechanics of the game want you to do to win.
Yeah.
Right? Versus the more...
They're straightforward, they're fun, they're flavorful. Everything you'd ask for out of a pre-con.
Yeah.
It's weird that there's 5... yes and no, right? Because like you
get the
want to
5
do it for
wedges.
each wedge, right? But the last set only had 2,
Right.
So now we're at 5. I'd rather have more than less, so you can do a whole pod of 4 people playing them and really get to the flavor of the set.
Yeah, it was. It's a little inconsistent on how they come out with all of these, right? I never know.
I feel like there's not a rhyme or reason. They might have one, but it's not apparent to us on how they pick how many precons. What product has precons, which don't.
Yeah, I know Gino and I were talking about this, that we really enjoy the sets that have precons that use the mechanics of the game, right? Yeah. So that way when you're playing with new players, right, that, Gino and I, we're, always trying to bring new players in. We always keep a full set of precons with us wherever we go, that it makes it much easier for someone that has never played to be able to go into the set without needing to go into buying the full set, right? To see what do they like in it,
Absolutely.
What do they want to do with it, what is this set trying to do?
I really want to get the flavor of what they wanted to do with this set from the precons. I want to see their ideas, see how the mechanics work, and this is like their idea of building a game. I mean, it's like their board game are these little precons that they're already built, telling the story that they want to tell. They're really fun to play. I like them.
Yeah, out of the box, each one of these, whether you played the front face or you played the second face one, this was one of the ones that you could all decks could play their second facing commander, and all the decks would still relatively work.
Absolutely.
Right? That there's some of them that kind of lean you outside of the box and some of the other ones.
Right.
Right? That
some
this,
of the cards
this one
won't
was
be as
different.
good, but they definitely are still functional doing either commander.
Yeah, definitely agree. So Dragonstorm, Gino, where are you putting it on the list?
I loved it. I thought it was a lot of fun. The flavor was great. I think I'm going to have to put it at number 4.
Interesting. So I'm actually going to put this at number 3.
Number 3, okay.
Yeah, so I'm a big Magic IP guy, right?
Yeah.
So the ones that are stronger in universe, I'm going to lean more into.
Yeah.
There are very powerful sets that were also in 25.
Yeah.
But with this one, I mean, it just hits every string on the harp, right? That it's dragons, it's wedges, it's attack.
It's magic.
It's magic, right? So this one's a number 3 for me.
Yeah, for me, it's a number 4. I liked it a lot. There's not a lot of bad things about this set.
None of them are.
But there's some spicier stuff coming. So I'm going to put this one at number 4.
All right, great.
Awesome.
Yeah, so, I mean, we'll move right into June.
Let's do it.
We get the big universes beyond. We get Final Fantasy.
The one everyone was waiting for and talking about for a long time.
And this one did not disappoint.
No,
that this one from start to finish, I'm not a Final Fantasy player.
Me neither. So I didn't know the lore. I didn't know a lot of the characters.
Same.
Did not matter. The set was just straight fire.
I knew like the main characters, right? Just being a gamer by nature.
I knew Cloud, right?
Right.
I don't know the deep characters.
Correct. I knew none of it.
It's a vast list of names and characters.
Yeah. Yeah, this is something that I think WotC did extremely well when they do their Universes Beyond.
Yeah.
That it made me want to go learn Final Fantasy. I read about the lore. I didn't play the games. I'm a dad of 3 daughters, so it's like I don't have
Your
time.
spare time, you play Magic.
Right. I have one thing that sucks in my time, and it's Magic, right?
Same,
And so, but this one, I actually did go back and learn like in each one of Final Fantasy 1, Final Fantasy 2, because I didn't play anything besides Final Fantasy 1 on the NES.
Same. I think I played only the NES.
Right.
Maybe Final Fantasy 2, maybe?
Yeah, so this set was really cool to be able to bring me into what was, what is it? And the mechanics are super flavorful to each one of them, right?
I like how big the set is, too. There is a lot of cards
Huge.
to really bring in here. There's a lot.
A lot of precons along with it, which we'll get to, right? That there's just more precons that were involved here. There was just more product in general with this one.
Yeah.
And with how well that Lord of the Rings did, I did not think that when they brought in other universes beyond, that it would do anything like what Final Fantasy did, right? To hit...
It's hard to hit it, because wasn't that the
best-selling Magic set of all time
is Final Fantasy?
Lord of the Rings. to begin with prior to
that,
right?
Correct.
But then Final Fantasy hits that number in the first day.
It did 200 million the first day.
In the first day.
That is incredible.
So I mean, hats off to the whole WotC team to be able to bring in an IP that
is beloved. Everyone wanted it.
We are perfect examples of we knew nothing about the IP and still bought a ton of this set.
Still bought in, yep.
Right? That the legendary creatures are great. I mean, obviously there's going to need to be a ton of them, right? So this is the Legendary Matters set.
Totally. But I mean, also if you're into equipment, if you're into sagas, I mean, there's just so many archetypes this thing really hits right on the head.
I have to say I'm not a huge Limited player, but what I've heard from the Limited community, this is one of the best limited sets that has ever been made.
That's amazing. I also don't play a lot of Limited. I really enjoy it. I just don't get a chance. I travel a lot for work. Sure. I'm just not around, but I can see this being super fun and Limited.
And I've seen a ton of Commander decks come out of this set. None of them have felt the same when I played against them. I mean, obviously, the Kefka decks are going to feel like Kefka. The Cloud decks are going to feel like Cloud because they do one thing, right? Like Kefka is like, Grixis incarnate, right? That's what it wants to do. I'm going to have cards. You're going to have no cards.
Totally.
Right. Type of deal. And, so that was really cool. The mechanic of, moving into the mechanics, the job select mechanic was super cool.
I definitely think it's a lot of fun whenever you can make an equipment that comes with a body.
Yes.
That's pretty strong, especially in Limited.
Yeah.
When you get the 2-for-1, it's great.
Yeah, I mean, we saw a lot of this in the old Phyrexian set, or the newer Phyrexian set.
Yeah.
That we saw a lot of For Mirrodin.
Yeah.
Right. Great. So you just yell For Mirrodin, right? And if you're not yelling it, you should because it's For Mirrodin.
It is For Mirrodin,
and they've got the exclamation point for a reason.
That's right.
Right. And so that was a super cool mechanic that you were able to choose.
Yeah, I thought that was great. I mean, anytime you can get a body with an equipment, because a lot of times I feel like that's the problem with equipment decks, is that you need two pieces. You need the bodies to wear the equipment, and you need the equipment.
Yeah.
So that solves the problem.
Cool play on Living Weapon.
Totally.
Right? Because it's almost an exact of what you're being able to do there with the equipment.
But it's not a germ, so if you take the equipment off, the body stays.
Yes.
Very
yes,
cool.
that's very, yes.
And if you got a way to flick the equipment or any kind of abuse that kind of strategy, you're just going to keep making more bodies.
Right, yeah. So
where's more equipment,
Right.
So
tokens deck.
Yourself. Yeah,
right. So think of token doubler deck, right?
Yeah.
That you can start using this equipment inside of it, right? To just start producing the token that you need to start doing those things.
Totally. I love it. I think it's a very cool design.
Yeah.
Next, we've got the tiered spells. And these are spells that are modal that you could pay more mana into to get more of a effect, Restore Magic's one of my favorite ones. That's the one that's almost you can protect one thing with hexproof and indestructible for 1 mana, and then you can tier it up. For 2, you can gain 3 life, and then I think it's 5 or 6, you can gain 6 life and give all your permanence protection with hexproof and indestructible.
Yeah, super cool idea. I think this probably came off the back of the spree cards that were made. Right, that mine is Fire Magic, just because, I mean, as, somebody that plays a lot of, different high fantasy games and stuff like that, super cool to see an escalating fireball.
Yeah, right.
Right,
totally.
So the mechanic was very flavorful. The cards that they put it on from in the set, from what I read, as far as what they did in game, very flavorful to what was happening.
Yeah, it was very,
but
cool.
Very straightforward. Which is fine.
And I like a spell that kind of progresses with the game.
Yes.
Early game, it still does something.
Right.
You don't need the max amount of mana to cast it early. And then as the game goes, you have more options. Late game, you can pick what you need when you need it. If you need the multi-spell or just protect one thing or just blow up one thing. Right. We talk about all the time. Modal spells are just great to have in your deck, and it's cool to have a whole new bunch of them.
Right. Anything that escalates with the game just makes the gameplay better.
Totally.
Right. And so it was really cool that they were able to kind of think out of the box here with some of the stuff that they've been playing with already.
Yeah.
Which are the saga creatures.
Oh, so good.
Right. These bodies that they put these things on and the stuff that these sagas did are amazing.
They're incredible.
Right. And so I really enjoy these cards. I put them into a lot of my decks at this point. I love Summon Titan. Right? When it comes in, it's just a 7/7 ginormous body.
Totally.
Right? That's going to mill you 4 cards, right? Because you're trying to put lands into the graveyard.
Yeah.
Right? It's going to pump a creature when it's a 7/7, right? And then it's going to jam all the lands from your graveyard into play. What more could you want?
Green want? That's what
more could you want?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Besides more broccoli. Right? So you got a bunch of broccoli happening, My favorite card or my sleeper card from this set is coming from this.
Oh, explain what that does.
The saga. So my sleeper card in this set is Primal Odin.
Okay.
Have you seen this card? Have you played with it?
I have.
Okay, so this card I did not think was as strong as it was when I first read it.
Same.
And I did not put it in any decks.
I had to see it in play to really know the strength of this card.
I had this card kill me so many times. Every time I see this card, it kills me. And that's when I know the card is so good.
Yeah.
Right? By the way, I love dying. Like, if you play me in Commander, I want, there's always a reason to kill me. If I'm open, always attack me. Right? Type of deal. But this card is so unique that it can kill people just by touching them. Right? So, I mean, it's super flavorful. Primal Odin is 6 mana. It's 4 colorless, 2 black. First portion of the saga, you're going to destroy a creature, preferably the one that's going to block it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? The second one, the creature gains. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game. You want to know what works really well with this? Trample. Right? And so as a green player, it's very easy to get this thing trampled.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And so if we're going off the back of the last set to this set, you use one of the renew mechanics, right? Boom, you got the trample.
Yep.
You got more counters. You're getting in and you're killing someone.
Oh, yeah. And instead of like a win the game, it has a lose the game thing. So it really only affects one player.
Right. Yeah. And then the last part of it, you're going to draw 2 cards and each player loses 2 life.
Okay.
Right. And so this card I put into my Venom deck.
Nice.
And so I'm able to, if I need something to sacrifice, I can sacrifice this one.
Yep.
Right? If it's going to be one of my reanimator targets, what's better than an ETB?
Destroy
target creature.
Absolutely.
Right? And so this works really well in what it does what Black wants to do.
Yeah.
Right? You're killing creatures, you're going to kill someone, and then you're going to draw cards. So
it's very strong. I mean, I knew it was going to be strong, but seeing it in play, it's like, whoa, that thing really does work.
Yeah.
It's going to knock at least one player out.
Right.
Someone's not going to be able to block that thing, and they're going to be gone.
Right. So this makes you respect the game of have creatures. This is for your Pillow Fort players, right? That if you can have the 2 mana for your Ghostly Prison, you're dead. Right? There's no Pillow Forting happening.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're not playing a 3-hour game.
Right.
Right? We're here for a good time.
Not a long time. Yeah. I'd say mine would be Gilgamesh, Master at Arms. I missed this one on pre-release and when things were getting spoiled. And I was going through cards looking for some creatures that could wear equipment in my new Captain America deck. And this came out. I'm like, yo, this thing is pretty crazy. It's 4 and 2 red for a 6/6. When Gilgamesh enters or attacks, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may put all or any number of equipment cards from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest at the bottom of your library in a random order. When one or more equipments enter the battlefield this way, you can attach them to a samurai, which he's a samurai.
Right.
Pretty amazing.
I mean, this does
you're
everything.
You're just going to be digging through your deck, getting all your equipments into play.
So good because you're going to be able to bring back old cards, like you're saying, cards that you don't often get to play in a lot of decks, right? You're going to be able to bring all the samurais from Capenna, Capenna, like I'm sorry, back up. Not from Kamigawa.
Kamigawa, right.
From Neon Dynasty. Ton of samurais that are in there.
Yeah.
Right, but even if you're not playing samurais.
I went no samurais.
Right.
I'm just digging for the equipments to put on to Captain America.
I mean, what a strong deck to be able to put this into, right? This is a nice mid-game.
Deep. Oh, yeah.
Right, mid-game, you're looking, right, you're bringing this thing out, on turn 4 through turn 6, somewhere in there. Right,
yeah,
when you're playing it.
Hopefully you ramped and he's out turn 5. You dig a 6 deep, put an equipment on him. Next
you start
turn,
slamming and jamming, right?
Absolutely.
It does everything that it wants to do. I did not see this card or think that it was as strong as it was, right? Because it's a 6-drop.
Right.
Right. You're like, what is a 6-drop?
It only goes in
Same
a very small sliver of decks, where Odin can go in a very wide deck.
But you see this card, and it just houses you. The first time I saw it, I died to it.
Sure.
That it just drew out of when it drew 3 equipment. Right. It was a 50-50, and it jammed in a Colossal Hammer. Right, dead. Right, so it was so good. Right?
There's a good chance there's an equipment that might give haste too.
Right.
So you might even dig another 6 deep. Right. I mean, it's pretty nuts.
This set was also pretty cool. We got to see some new lands come into play. Right.
Oh, yeah.
We got to see towns.
Towns. Yeah.
Yeah. Towns was a new thing that came in. I actually recently went out and bought some of the towns that you can sacrifice.
Okay.
And it'll allow you to bring a permanent back to your hand.
Yeah.
When you sacrifice it.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, there were some really cool smaller things that this was doing. We get another land that drops in and gains you 2 life. Right. So if you're playing a Lands Matters deck, right, these are like super cool ways of being able to use these things. I've never played, a Towns Matters deck. I know it exists.
I built the Wandering Minstrel. It's super fun. Just that it has stapled onto it lands coming untapped. And then you get to play all these lands that I'm not going to put in any other deck.
Right.
Right. It's all like the pretty much guild gates, right?
Right. Yeah, it's a guild gate package, right? You're going to reshape the earth. You're going to guild gate and win.
Totally.
Right. Maze's End. Boom. Done.
Yeah.
Win the game.
It's got Crater Hoof on it too.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, super fun deck, right? It's
Yeah.
going to kind of have a linear kind of deal, right? You're doing lands. Lands are untapping, so you're going to do big mana stuff, right?
But again,
So-
it's like I like it because it lets me play cards
Yes.
I don't put anywhere else.
and where are you putting towns?
And I buy a lot of product, so it's like fun to take cards and I get to find the foil versions and jam them into this deck, and it's fun. I like it.
yeah.
What's the last one we have here? Transforming double face cards. Which ones are these? Oh, okay. All the legends that can
Right.
be.
Yep.
Can you cast them on both sides?
No.
They
have to transform.
Okay. All right. This last mechanic we have is transforming double face cards. It's there's a lot of legends in this one that after it comes into play for an extra cost, you can flip it. A lot of times they turn into a saga.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. These cards are really cool. I mean, this brings in a lot of cool design space that they were in.
Yeah.
Right. That you saw some of them, like you're saying, like with the sagas. We'll flip into sagas. Some of them will alter the creature type.
Yep.
Right. That'll do different things. Right. So like your Kefkas. Right. So that they just become. Yeah. And if you're.
There's even a town that flips into a creature.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
there's a
these-
lot of transforming into different things. Yeah.
Yeah, this takes like MDFCs like to another level. I mean, outside of they're not lands, right? So I mean, the town is, but in general, they're not as strong as They don't homogenize the decks, right? Because you're just putting all the MDFCs in those decks. These are very
Because
specific.
one
to the
side's
decks
a
they wanna
land,
be in.
it's super easy just to jam it where the colors are, right? Yeah.
Right. And so these had really cool ones. I had mentioned Kefka because I built it. I took it apart already.
Did you? I didn't even get to see it.
Yeah, I didn't even play it. I built it, and I was like, everyone's going to hate me. Because it was Grixis. I'm going to flip this thing.
You're going to empty their hands.
I'm going to empty their hands.
You're going to fill your hand.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like my Bolas shell. Homage to Bolas.
Yeah.
That it's my Grixis Bolas
Sure.
shell that I have, that it just does the things that Grixis wants to do.
Yeah.
Super fun cards, super fun design.
Yeah.
A lot of cool deals. Like Sephiroth was another really cool one. We've got a really close friend that built almost close to CDH Sephiroth deck.
Yeah.
If you have not been contaminationed out of a game, please do it so you understand what it is.
Look it up. It's
look it up.
Pretty mean.
Yeah,
card.
look it up and leave us a comment about how much you think, how fun contamination is.
I asked him, how many times have you emblem this? He said the most times he did was 12 emblems.
Yeah, very strong.
Pretty crazy deck.
Yeah, all of the double face cards very pushed, right? The ones that are in the higher rarities, your mythics and your rares.
Yeah.
Right?
One thing we didn't talk about yet are the adventure lands.
Yeah.
Which I think are pretty awesome.
Yeah, I really love when they put 2 cards on one.
Same.
And it's a land?
Yeah.
It's even better. It's the strongest card in the game.
I love it. And I mean, adventure decks will want this for sure.
Right.
I love that you can like make the little black wizard that's going to
Yeah.
ping everybody on non-creature spells.
Yes.
And then you get to play your land drop.
It was nice to see that the blue land wasn't the strongest. Right? I mean, red is still trash, right?
No, red's good.
Is it?
Red's the one that makes the black
He makes a wizard?
wizard. That, yeah,
Right, so it makes a body.
it makes a body.
Right, but compared to the black,
The black one.
the black is the best one.
What's that one that lets you sack
You
something?
sacrifice an artifact or a
It's
creature.
sorcery speed.
Sorcery
Draw
speed,
two
draw
cards.
2 cards, and then you can play it as a land.
Yeah.
It's a draw spell, and it's a land.
Yeah, it's pretty strong.
Yeah.
The white one's the recursion one.
Right, one's recursion.
And the green one is counters on a land.
Yeah, and I mean, it's, it's
For
green.
6 mana.
Yeah,
That one's
huge.
kind of rough, but the other
Yeah.
ones are all pretty good. And green needs no more help. Green,
Right, we
green,
don't need help.
You've tapped out.
Yeah,
You
we
are-
don't need
You are
help.
good.
Right. Focus on red. Give red more.
Yeah, red needs some help.
Yeah, give
for sure.
my red side a reason to play and go,
Jumbo Cactar. What do you think about Jumbo Cactar?
Oh my God.
It's too memey for me.
I put this in my fling deck.
Okay.
So my Svella deck is a fling deck.
yeah.
And so the whole purpose of the deck is to be able, the win con is, you're just playing big dudes, right? Because
Yeah.
it's Gruul, right? You're doubling creatures, power and toughness. What goes better than that than flinging it?
Cactar.
Than Cactar, right? So, but I do understand, it's a sideboard card for me. Well, not
Okay.
a true sideboard, but I take it in and I take it out.
Modular. The right pod will get it.
Right. That,
Yeah.
that if I'm playing a stronger pod, or if I know the people that are playing the pod,
Sure.
I'll put the Cactar in so that
Yeah.
they respect the Cactar. But if it's with players that I don't know, right? Because you're saying it's very memey. You're gonna kill someone very easy with
Yeah.
it. It you just win with that card.
Totally.
Right. And so usually in pods that I'm
It's
playing
almost
with
like
new
Odin.
people-
It almost says you lose the game on it.
Right.
If you can give it trample, if you can fling it,
Right.
there's a million things you can do to just make you win the game on
Yes.
that one.
Right.
Maybe not you win the game, but someone's losing.
Yeah,
the
somebody's
game.
definitely losing.
Yeah.
They're feeling bad about it, and I'm Gruel, so I don't feel bad about anything. Destroy and smash.
Yeah, that's right.
Destroy and smash.
All right, you tell me what your favorite. What is your favorite card from this set?
Okay, you're never going to guess this one, right? So I'm not going to have you guess it.
Okay.
But it's so off the wall here. My favorite card is Queen Brienne.
Queen Brienne.
She is an uncommon legendary.
Wait a minute. Is this the one that makes the frogs?
No.
Okay.
She is 3 mana, 2 colorless and a red, human noble, prowess. Whenever she attacks, she makes a 0/1 black wizard creature token with whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this deals 1 damage to each
That
opponent.
is so good.
This card is so much fun.
Oh, that one is awesome.
That this allows you build a mono red deck, right? But you're not going to play. You can play artifacts, right? Because it's non-creature. You're going to trigger a prowess, right? So there's some stuff that you're going to do in there. You can go the antheming route, right? You can make black wizards bigger, right?
I love that you're just making half a gutter snipe every time she attacks.
Yes.
That's pretty. It's better than gutter snipe because it's non-creature.
Right. So usually with this deck, you have to build, or the way that I built it is I had very low cost instant speed stuff.
Okay.
So that way you could get her to where she would not die.
Sure.
Right. Because you're
just clearing
you get
the
her in
path
early.
for her to
Right.
get-
Clear the path. Right.
There's always that one player you can always attack to whatever value you need to try to make. Right.
Right. And then by the time anybody has, depending on the pod that you're in, they have a chance to respond to anything. You've got, 2, 4, 6 of these wizards.
Yeah.
Right. And if you do extra combats, you're getting extra wizards, which are triggering your prowess. Right. So that way she keeps getting in.
That's crazy.
That it's a super fun extra combat.
You play an arcane signet, the table takes 6.
Right. Yeah. That this card I'm actually really excited about some future stuff, future set stuff with firebending.
Oh,
that it allows you to just keep doing more with her.
Oh,
so
that's wild.
I would say if you've not explored the
That's
uncommons,
wild, yeah.
it's particularly in this set with so many legendaries.
There's so many good
The
uncommons.
uncommons are really fun,
Totally.
really wacky stuff. So that's my favorite in this set is old Queen Brienne.
I'm gonna that's a great pick. I think I'm gonna try to get that into more decks. It's I like that they make the wizards several different ways.
Yep.
There's some enchantments that do it. There's some instants that make people sacrifice a creature. You make one of these wizards.
Right.
I think it's really strong.
Yeah, super fun deck. So what's your favorite of the set?
Oh, I'm gonna have to go with the fire diamond. Not diamond. What is it? What the crystal? The fire crystal.
Oh, all the crystals or just the fire
The
crystal?
fire crystal.
I love me some haste.
I have that in my Atali CDH deck.
Ooh, mama.
It's just a way.
It does everything that
It
Atali
just
wants.
keeps making copies of Atali. That's the hardest thing with that deck. When he comes out and he gets stuck on the battlefield,
Right.
sometimes you just need a way to make another one or get him back to the command zone so you can keep casting it. It's a reducer. It gives haste. It's good in more decks than just Atali. But that's the one I probably put that in more decks than anything else.
I'll have to agree. Out of the full crystal set,
The red
that they
one
did,
is-
the red one I put into more decks than anything. Obviously, that makes sense. I'm Gruel. You get haste.
Yeah.
But to be able to make the token, I know I've played against Gino's chunky deck multiple times.
Yeah.
I play a Ruickthar deck, so it's always funny that we sit down and when we play CDH, it's Gruel.
2 Gruel decks.
Yeah,
You
2
never
Gruel
saw
decks,
it coming.
Yeah. This card it has done work in Gino's deck. I've seen it to where and you get to swing with them after.
Absolutely.
Right, that if you get enough mana built up, right, when you're doing the enchantment that when you're food chaining him,
yeah.
right, that you're building up so much mana that you can just flip him and kill someone.
Totally.
Yeah, so
He becomes a real threat for commander damage. I mean, it's just 3 whacks. I mean, it's pretty amazing. The blue one inspired me to build Bruvac, which is a miserable deck.
I love it.
It's hard to win with that deck, but it's fun.
Yeah, I built the Bruvac deck.
Yeah.
I loved it. Everyone hated it. So I also
all the way
dismantled
back
it.
to the 90s, I've always loved Mill. I don't
Yeah.
know why. It's something I've liked. It's like resource. You know,
Listen, you built the deck. I want you to see all 99 cards of it.
I want to see them all.
Right,
too.
we're friendly. It's group
What
one.
do you got in that thing? Let me see.
Yeah.
Don't send me your Moxfield. Let me see
Right.
the deck.
Right.
Put it in the graveyard for me, please. Thank you.
Yeah, that the Bruvac build. I think Gino and I are unique players that we just love seeing everything. That nothing really makes me mad when I'm playing the game. But Mill, that
sets some people
crystal
off.
one is I don't know why.
They don't want to not have their cards.
But
When
they
you
do.
see what you could have had.
But they do. They get to see them. Right? Imagine all the games that they play to where they only see 1/3 of their deck.
Yeah, how boring is that?
Boring.
Let's see all of them.
Boring.
There's a reason to play campfires. You're going to shuffle them back in.
I love when Gino brings... No one plays Campfire.
Nobody.
I've only seen Gino play
They
it.
print it for me only.
It's true.
Gain 2 life, shuffle it back
Right,
in.
some more what? I haven't had anything yet.
The fact that it also lets you bring, I mean, we're totally off topic here, but it lets you bring your commander from the command zone to your hand on top of
Right.
shuffling in your graveyard.
It just does everything that our meta wants to do.
I like it. I don't
Right,
know.
yeah.
This guy hates graveyards, so you got to protect your graveyard around Steve here.
You have to put some graveyard hate in. Don't take the mantra. Don't lose to graveyard.
Yeah, you can't.
Don't do it. There's so many things there's so many fun things you can play that will bomb somebody's graveyard, and then you draw a card.
I mean, they're so easy to recur so many different things out of a graveyard, especially when you're playing against a Brewback deck.
Right. Who doesn't like a good crypt incursion?
Yeah. Oh, that's so good.
So I mean, Final Fantasy.
We have to go about one more thing. We got the precons, and these precons,
we got the precons.
were so good. There's 4 precons.
Yep.
Great flavor, super strong. I've got dog walked by that Naya deck. Out of the box, I was playing just one of my tier 2 decks, and that thing just dog walked the table. It's so strong.
Yeah, I've got to say, I think I've died to the Cloud deck more than
Cloud
any
deck,
of the other decks.
The Naya Cloud.
The Naya Cloud deck I've died to more than any other.
Bant deck with the 1/1 counters is just was it Tifa, right? That one.
Yeah,
that one
Tifa is
so
super fun.
strong.
Y'shtola is the 3-mana Esper one.
That's the
when
one
you're
I was
casting
drawn
non-creature.
to. I like that one the most.
Sure, that's because you're a Dimir Plus.
Anything Dimir, I'm in.
Right, yeah, it's
Dimir
super
pick a
fun
color,
deck.
Yeah.
You could build Y'shtola to where you can do really cool 3-mana stuff that isn't just degenerate.
Yeah.
But you can also build a degenerate, right? That it's okay. You're Esper. Live within your skin.
Just out of the box, it didn't feel super oppressive. I've seen people that
It
play
was so clunky out of the box,
play
though.
clones,
Yes.
and that is very oppressive.
I have had it where there have been 4 Y'shtolas on one side,
that's
and
hard.
it's like, oh my god,
That is hard to play against.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So it just forces you when you're playing in pods, right? That it's why I love what the bracket system is starting to do. As much as we can talk about the nuanced things that are wrong with it, right?
Yeah.
That, however, it has done a very good job of people being able to explain their deck better, I think, than what used to be in the past, right? Because playing it in the past, you would ask someone, and they would be like,
7.
well, yeah, it's the traditional 7,
Yeah, right.
but they wouldn't know anything about their deck, right?
Right.
In today's world, especially with how many more players that are here, I think the bracket has done a very good job of explaining to the community, hey, understand what the deck is trying to do, at least to be able to speak to the other players, right? And so that's been pretty cool. Y'shtola is a perfect example of that, right? Because you're playing Esper. Out of the box, that deck was kind of clunky, though. It had creatures in it. It doesn't want creatures.
Yeah.
Right?
You still need blockers.
Right.
Because Cloud's coming in with...
Right. Cloud's coming in clapping.
Yeah. You need something to block that Cloud
Yeah.
for sure. So
Yeah.
happy to have some creatures in that deck.
Right. So, I mean, all super fun precons. If you opened up all 4 of them and you played against each other, you'd have a very good feeling. Again, this does a very good job of what the Tarkir ones did that we talked about, that they played very well to the theme of what they were.
Yeah.
They played very well to the colors that they were in, and you got an idea of what the set is doing in those colors.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. I totally agree.
Yeah.
Precons were a very cool space.
Yeah, so
One last thing I want to talk about before we go to our grades here is the impact this set had on CDH too. And I don't want to talk about CDH a ton, but I want to at least bring it up on every set to kind of see how that's kind of what it's doing for CDH.
Yeah.
And Vivi is just a complete menace.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason. It's like the Nadu thing, right? That
Totally.
when you start getting banned from every format, right? Oops.
Yeah.
Right, but as CDH players, you're needing that, right? You're
Totally.
needing the oops cards to make it.
I just like to
So
see
that way it
sets
changes the format.
be able to put staples for CDH in these sets. And even if it's just 2 or 3 cards.
Right.
I've seen Terra as a commander that's been very popular.
Super fun.
I mean, it's just cool to see some cards make it into CDH where it's they're still building the powerful cards. Right. It's fun to play with powerful cards, and power creep's real. It's not always great to have super big jumps in power, but those cards are fun to play, So it's in the right pods, as long as you're playing with everyone knows what's going on, it's fun to have those cards.
The format only exists from cards that were printed decades ago.
Right.
Right? So it's not that the cards themselves have inherently become more powerful, and there was nothing like it that existed. The staple of that format are cards that haven't been printed in 15 years.
Right.
Right? So you're thinking of all of your fast mana, right? They've been reprinted, but there's been nothing like it printed again, right? So we saw them, but they were like commanders, like the Jeweled Lotus was one, right? That got banned, right? We'll probably see that come back with the Game Changer.
Grim Monolith. A lot of these staples are just like from
Mind's Eye Diamond, right?
Sure.
Those
Mirage.
are that format doesn't exist without those things, right? And so when the new cards come in, it's the only thing about these universes beyond when they got pushed into standard, which is kind of like throwing things a little off their axis, that these cards that play very well in formats that, you know, are non-rotating or in CDH, you know, stuff like that, which, you know, falls right in line there.
Yeah.
It like kind of muddies the water a little bit, right? Of how people's feelings about the set is, right? Depending on where you sit, right? But again, as we talked about in the beginning, right, that 2025 is really the year, at least for me, that I've seen that they're printing for someone out there to like it, but it doesn't have to be you.
Yeah, they're trying to bring new players in. I think, and I could be wrong, I've got no analytics to back this up, but I feel like Magic's bigger now than it's ever been.
Oh, it's huge. It's massive. It's not even close.
And in 2025, to have a paper game be this big, and obviously there's Arena and there's Magic Online and stuff like that, but the paper side of the game is still enormous. You can walk into a game shop and see 30, 40 people sitting down playing a game together in person, and I love that about this. I love that this brings people together, and the games keeps getting bigger, and I think to have a 30-year-old game stay new, they had to push boundaries, and Universes Beyond is one of the ways they're pushing it to bring more people to the game, and I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
Yeah, me either. As you know, obviously we're boomers, right? You can see the gray in there. We sit on that fence of we've always enjoyed the new things that are coming in, right? And so, you know, this is really a huge, you know, pat on the back and a, you know, round of applause for the younger players that have come in, right? That are so much more accepting of new things and wanting other people to accept it and understand, right? Whether it's in your personal life or in the game itself, has really helped, you know, what we're doing in our hobby open those doors, right? Of saying, hey, it's okay that you are uncomfortable with things that are happening. They're still going to happen, right? And find the fun in it, right? Find the Queen Briennes, right, in your life, right? That make the hobby more interesting, right? And so if you haven't tried CDH, and you were a Final Fantasy, you know, game playing fan, right? Here's a CDH deck.
VV,
Boom, you're in.
Totally.
Right. So I think they did a very good job, particularly as these sets escalated throughout the year, with Final Fantasy being that linchpin of like, hey, we're taking off all the guardrails. We're going to swing for the fences here. And it's either going to be a home run or a huge miss, right? Because this could have been a total miss, right? Which we'll get to, you know, another Universes Beyond that wasn't as great, but as comic fans, right? So we'll be able to talk about that a little bit when we get there.
Yeah, totally.
Of where that sits, right? And so, but yeah, total banger for me. This set from start to finish, pre-con, you know, all the way through the uncommons. Were fantastic.
You could just comb through here. I don't know the name off the top of my head. There's a forecasting white and 2 colorless mana rock.
The Exiled Mana Rock.
Exiled something. It's like, okay, that's awesome. Like, I love when my mana rocks can do a little work. Like from the commons all the way up, there's usable cards that can play in Commander and other formats.
Yeah, this is unlike, unfortunately, how the earlier sets were in this year that became forgettable. It's because of how well done this set was.
Yeah. It was enormous, and it was well done. It was a strong set. I feel like about once a year we get a set that's very strong on power level, and this was that set.
Yeah, this was one of those sets to where the price tag matched what was going on. I mean, even though it becomes a little more difficult when you're trying to get into the collectible side of it, when you get into collector
that's
packs.
A whole other conversation about the collector booster, the prices on that, and the rarity, and how hard it was to get that product.
Yeah. I think it did a very good job, if we're going to touch on it just very briefly.
Totally, yeah.
Of like the collector pack, by its name, is designed for people that are collecting, right? Not playing, right? And so, yes, those treatments are awesome, right? Some of them are great. As a Commander player, you know, I've always splurged on my Commander, right? That if that's, you know, my general that's leading it, right? That's going to be the one that I want it to look like, which we'll get into a later set of why.
Absolutely,
right? You know, but it allows you to pick and choose, right? And it's not. They did a very good job with this one of making the collector pack feel like a collector pack, right? Because some of them, right, I'll hearken to New Capenna, right? That when you bought that collector pack or, you know, Crimson Vow, they did not feel like I got something that not a lot of people are going to be able to get their hands on.
Those were hard because you didn't have the serialized cards.
Right.
There was no home run card. There was no chase.
Exactly.
I think with the One Ring, they really started that kind of idea of like there's gonna be a serialized card or some kind of chase card. Like this one, you had the Traveling Chocobo, the gold one that was like $40,000. So it's like when you buy those packs, they almost feel like you're buying a lottery ticket. Except when you open it, you still get product. You still get something for your money, even if you don't get that $40,000 Chocobo. So it's kind of fun. It's kind of a fun thing to have these chase cards in there, the different treatments. But you didn't have to. You could just buy the play boosters and be just as happy, or buy the singles, whatever you want to do. The set was just full of good stuff. Easy to get into the set.
Yeah, sure. You never opened one of those packs and you didn't get your value back, right? That it was like there's some sets that I've opened, a collector booster pack that I got, with something else, like it came with it, like a +1 type deal. And some of those were like duds, like they just felt so bad, right? That the pack is $20, it's only worth $6. Right, this one was not that way. Every one you opened,
the surge foils, they made sure you got your value back in those packs. Yeah, it felt good opening that product.
Yeah, so within saying that, Gino, where are you ranking Final Fantasy?
I'm gonna have to put it at number 2 of the year. This is my second favorite set of the entire year.
Really? Yeah. Okay. All right. So this was going to be a different number, but talking through it, this is going to be my number 1.
Your number 1?
Yeah, I think this one hits on so many different levels. For so many different players, doing exactly what it should be doing. In a set, for me, it wasn't a Magic IP, so that's a little unfortunate for me. But outside of the me aspect of it, it hits on every level, from like you're saying, from common all the way up.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the product is great, the set is good. I'm told that the lore all makes sense, and a lot of the decisions of mechanics and the things they do, it all just integrated with the game so much that fans of the game really like all of it. So,
and I'll give you a little fun fact about this set. This is one that Gavin Verhey designed.
That's amazing. He does a great job.
If you look back at the sets that, even though that Gavin Verhey has a touch on all of them, but the ones that he is given the torch to, if you go back and look at those, they are the sets that stand out. You've got Commander Legends, which was a draftable commander set.
Oh, yeah.
You have Battle Bond, if you guys go back as far as Battle Bond and Two-Headed Giant. That these are unforgettable sets from someone that created their own format for the love of the game, played it professionally, and now is designing for the love of the game. So
he does a great job, though.
As much as you can hate on some of the things, right, that the most memorable sets are coming from this man's mind. Right, that are happening. Obviously, he has more team involved with him. He has other people collectively doing it with him.
But he's leading the charge. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So hats off to Final Fantasy. Number 1 for me.
Number 2 for me. Yeah. Very good.
All right, so this will fast forward through the summer of Final Fantasy. We'll hit to the back half of the summer, and we're at Edge of Eternities. Jason X, Everyone Goes to Space.
I love it.
This set is awesome.
It is so good.
Yeah, I was very hesitant on this one. I thought, especially as a Magic lore guy, like, how are you going to make space work? Yeah, and it worked.
Oh,
it worked for me all over the place.
They nailed it. I was kind of in the same boat. I was a little hesitant to see how it was going to work, but I was very excited for it. I thought that we were going to get more Eldrazi stuff in this set.
Me too.
But yeah, no, they nailed it. This is one of my favorite sets of the year.
Yeah, I thought that they were going to put in some type of sub-theming for Eldrazi to start a new storyline.
Okay.
Right? Because we had, all of the Phyrexian storyline ended. Right. Ether Drift is kind of a play on that with all of the planes together, right? So that was still going. Right. I thought that this was really going to start that. So
sure.
It did not. However, it did some really cool things. And as far as the cards that are in this set, this one's like Dragonstorm for me. It is... From common all the way up, there are bangers in this set all the way. In the 99, I don't think that there's a better set this year.
This one, oh man, like you said, like all the way through, the cards are just insane. Even there's so many good uncommons in this set. Where do you want to start here? What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, I mean, why don't we start with the mechanics, right? Because there's a lot of cool plays off of mechanics that they used earlier in the year.
Yeah.
And that also were there, so we have stationing.
Oh, yeah. Stationing was awesome.
Stationing's really cool. Really cool idea to be able to do something at sorcery speed. So they were able to make they were able to make it strong.
Strong
because
abilities.
They're after doing it at sorcery speed.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
So which brings us into the lands, right? That, we'll talk about them in a minute, but this falls right into the stationing of you're getting a very powerful effect for tapping down your creatures, which is leaving you open for a free attack to be able to gain the benefit, which is huge.
And it makes you have to use the play pattern of deploy things, get your station item out, and then station it. It's a slower plan,
Right.
but the payoffs are ridiculously strong.
And such a good idea for spacecraft.
Oh, yeah.
Right? That
You're putting people on a spaceship.
right.
Yeah.
Right. You're putting dinosaurs on a spaceship.
Yeah,
it
I
makes
love it.
sense.
Yeah, right.
Right? So just go with it.
Totally. What is your favorite card that has station?
So my favorite card with station has got to be a Vendo. I'm a green player. It's another guy's cradle.
It's another guy's cradle.
Right?
Now
I'm
you
tapping
can-
down big boys.
If you own a guy's cradle, you now have like 3 or 4 ways to have another guy's cradle. I'll take it every single time.
We're playing creatures.
Yeah.
We're playing big
You're going to be
dudes.
able to station that no problem in the green deck.
I mean, I have been able to station this thing. I played it on turn 1. By turn 3, I had it stationed.
Yeah, it's
Right?
not
You're-
hard.
you're just
Not
playing-
not in green. It's
You're
not
playing
hard.
giant bodies.
Yeah.
Right? Especially when you're able to warp in 9/9s. Right? Which is another mechanic that's very unique to the
Warp
set.
is very cool. Yeah. Do you want to go into warp?
Yeah, let's go into warp.
I like warp. I like that it's fixed by not giving the creature haste. Warp is an alternative caster where you can pay a lower amount to jam a creature in. At the end of turn, it will exile, and then you can cast it from exile for its normal casting cost.
Yeah.
There's usually going to be some kind of cool ETB or something else that comes along with it since they don't have haste. Some of them do grant haste. Was it Tanook?
Yeah, Tanook.
Yeah, he lets you warp everything and then give it haste, which is totally awesome.
Insane.
Totally broken.
Insane. The warp mechanic is really cool because it's a really cool play on adventure. Right? That it's doing the same thing that an adventure card would do, that it's giving you 2 things with it.
Totally. I didn't
Right?
think of it that way,
But
but it's exactly adventure.
You're able to warp it in. If it's one of the ones that
Yeah.
has, a very strong ETB, or even if it's like that angel that only gets you a planes, that's still awesome, puts a planes into your hand, right? Because you're able to station things with it.
Right.
Right? So even though that it doesn't have haste, you're able to use it for the other mechanic in the
It
set.
plays together so well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so far when we're in space, using it to where they're able to have spaceships and they're warping,
Yeah.
right? You may not be a fan of Star Trek, even though we know that that's coming,
Yeah.
but beam me up, Scotty. Right? Beam me up. I'm in.
There's planting the seeds for next year. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. I mean, there's a sub theme to it, right? Obviously, is the planets, which are the lands.
Yeah,
Right?
I want to talk about those a little bit more if you don't mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those are all great.
Amazing.
And I can find homes for all of them.
Every one of them.
They're all great.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
mean-
the red one was the weakest until I thought about putting it into like my Omnith 4-color deck, where I might want to give 300 Shrewd Swarms all haste.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like sacking 1 land can give all my tokens if I'm making a ton of beasts or whatever. Very strong card. I overlooked that, and it's overplayed for sure. I mean, it's over. Well, I'm not even looking for
Yeah,
it.
it's overshadowed by how strong the other ones are.
Yeah, the other ones are
look at
way
it,
stronger, but this one still has
very unique.
homes that you can put that deck.
Yeah, so cards that you see that are like this red land, you are forced into looking at it through a different lens. Like you're saying with your 4-color Omnat deck, right?
Sure.
Like when you think about it, when you're sacking a land, you're only getting a 2/2 robot. Like what kind of garbage is this?
But giving all your creatures haste.
Right.
That's totally
Exactly,
game changing
so-
in the right deck.
Yeah,
Being
so I
able-
mean, and they're all niche, right? Because the blue planet, it's only artifacts.
Right.
It's only carrying about artifacts. You're not putting it anywhere else, right? And so I think they did a really good job with doing a
Solarian
very
Academy,
strong
one of the most
effect.
broken cards of all
Right.
time.
It gets banned for a reason.
Yeah, exactly.
And so with putting haste on another land, that you're able to activate it with your other lands,
Yeah.
right, is some of the fix. I mean, there won't be too many arenas of glories, right? It won't be that easy all the time.
Right, exactly.
Right, and so these things that fuel the other things that you are doing, right? Because you could very easily put this into a landfall deck, sacrifice that land out. It could be a land that gives you an ETB effect, right? Even if it's only gained 2 life or whatever.
Right.
You sack it out, you bring it back with your Crucible of Worlds, and that land gained you 4 life. Right? And so, I mean, even though life is a
Or
resource,
makes you
have more
warp
resource
tokens,
to do.
or- yeah, absolutely. There's so many loops.
Or you
can
play
do with that.
Dwarven Mine and you get another dwarf.
Yeah, there you
Right?
go.
And so it forces you into what innately is EDH, right? Or Commander. That the restriction breeds the creativity. Right? And if it's easy all the time, then it's just easy.
Right.
Right? And so I really like
The
what
fact that
you did
have
with the
to
red
earn
line.
it, you have to station it. You have to have the right build where you're going to have creatures with 12 power somewhere in there to be able to use this,
Right, right. And so There's other things that were like another sub theme before we get to the last mechanic, which was lander tokens.
Yeah.
Have you played with this at all?
I haven't really had a chance to put in any commander decks.
Strong in decks that are not green.
Oh, I can imagine.
You have a Wayfarer's Bauble every time you get one of these.
That is so crazy.
Right? And so in most of these other colors, you're playing something that is promoting tokens to begin with.
Yeah.
Right? And so if you can double or triple these lander tokens, you can get yourself caught back up to what green is already running away with, right? Yes, it may take you another turn off of what's happening, right? But you're able to remain moving forward, right? And if you're playing like a mono white deck, right, you can use these at opportune times, right? So you can like use an Arid Archway to bounce a land back, play your Sand Scout, right? Go and get
your catch-up mechanic is now
catch-up
online.
mechanic, right?
Yeah,
and then now you have it to be able to crack the lander tokens, and so now you're ahead.
Totally.
Right? And so it breeds these like really cool like little mechanics like you did with the Red Planet land of using these things in a way that is not easily just, hey, this is what you do with it.
I think red is going to take the most advantage of this.
Yeah.
Because black, you've got the rituals. Mm-hmm. White, you've got the catch-up ramp. Green, you're already set.
Right.
I really think that red's going to really be able to lean on this.
Yeah.
And be
Red
able
and
to
blue,
help.
really good.
Yeah, blue too.
Yeah, is it? You're getting a huge help with getting your lands out here. But I mean, the rituals are great as you move forward, or you're looking for a really fast start. But then you're able.
Red has rituals too. I don't want to say they don't, but like.
Right, but they're not the same, right? You're not able to use your creatures for mana, right? You can't culling ritual and stuff like. You can't use your graveyard for mana, right? It's very specific in what it's doing.
Tower creature, right? Black's got it easy.
Yeah, so this is, if you play red, this is a very good way to start catching up. Definitely agree with it.
Yeah, totally.
And if you want to bring us with the last mechanic,
let's see here. Our last.
It's a conditional mechanic that's similar to Revolt.
Are we doing Void?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Void. Triggers if a non-land permanent left the battlefield this turn or a spell was cast with warp.
Super cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, to be able to tie all these mechanics in together, right? I mean, it's very difficult to do just when you see other sets, right? That some of them are kind of all over the place. All of these are like connected. Right in line.
Oh,
like
man.
It's so good.
It's so good.
There's a lot of different archetypes that you can build with inside of it, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of different things you can do with this, right? You can blink it.
Oh, yeah.
You can warp it. You can have an adventure. Right, all of the Void, while the cards that have it on it aren't that strong, these are all enablers, and that's what I mean. All of these cards in this set, not all. This is overgeneralization, but a large majority of these cards in this set, well, for me, none of them strike out as like amazing. This is the one card. Right. There are so many cards that you can put into your 99 in this deck that just make your deck a little bit better in resource management.
Totally.
Right? Or it swings your deck in a different way that you weren't thinking of.
I like what you touched on, how like you can warp a creature, get the void bonus on something, and then use the warp creature to now station your planet, right? They all just intertwine so well, and they really want you to play them together. And the void's awesome because it's you're gonna get an effect, or you're gonna get a better effect. Right.
Yeah. So, it's really cool because, like you were saying in the earlier set, really great for escalating through the game.
Absolutely.
Right, that all of these cards are pushing you to a crescendo.
Right. Early game, you could just get the small effect.
Right.
Later game, if you're able to warp or have something leave the battlefield, you get the better effect.
I feel like this is very much the same feeling as like a cycling card. That it's never a dead card.
Totally.
Right, and that's where I felt with a lot of these warp and voids that it's like the enablers are there. The payoffs are inside of them when you build them together.
They're good or better.
Right. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Great designs. The precons were great.
Oh, yeah.
In this set.
We only had 2 from this set.
Yeah. But they were houses.
Very good.
Yeah. Yeah. I did not think that they were going to do a Lands Matter deck in a spaceship.
The way they were able to pull that off was just genius.
Yeah.
They did so good on that one.
And it
out of the box, that one played so strong. It was very fun. Cool lines.
Yep.
It was kind of strange to see infinite combos in that one where you could have the Get Rock Monster with the deck more salvage.
Yeah, it was great to see that. It was great to see LD come back.
Yeah, right.
Right, Mass Land Destruction. They sprinkled it in, to see probably what the community is going to do with it.
Totally.
Right, because there's a lot of Lands Matter decks now, right? You've got the Necro Blooms out there running the world, and stuff like that. That this is just another one of those that does it.
blow up all the lands. Everyone has 6, right?
Right.
So it kind of equalizes.
Choose your
And
best
and
lands.
that's what Red wants, right? It wants
Yeah.
to keep you even with them. And they lean on artifacts too. So
Yeah, so it was cool to see them build a precon that was an immediate 4.
yeah,
Right, because they have the mass land denial
Yeah,
that's in
right.
it, but it's very hearkening to where the format is going as well. I'm sure with that card, but with them printing that card, that they are announcing to the community, we understand that there is not a lot of interaction with land.
Yeah.
And lands are very powerful today.
Oh, yeah.
Versus what they were in 2017, 2015. Yeah, Gaia's Cradle existed, but there just weren't so many utility lands that made
There's so
your
many
deck.
land decks out there.
Right.
Landfall's been really big since then.
Right, if you have a big glacial chasm out of the game when you're playing an attack
Right.
strategy deck, you
Yeah.
need you feel like there's just nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I understand why it's a game changer and those things
Yeah.
exist.
It will lock the game out.
Right.
For the
But if you got,
decks,
a land destruction, you're only getting 6 of them, are you keeping the glacial chasm?
yeah.
Right, type of deal. So that's I really enjoyed seeing that. The other spaceship deck was super cool, the proliferate deck.
Yeah.
A lot of cool mechanics inside of
Yeah.
it. Very strong.
A lot of cool cards in the commander set too, like the 10 unique to the commander deck. Though there's both decks had a lot of cool cards.
Yeah, a little unfortunate for me on this one that they didn't do 4, right? Because as we kind of sit together, we like playing as a pod when we do these things.
I love it. Yeah.
But the cards that came inside of these things were great.
Yeah.
Yeah, had a really good feeling about them. I would say overall of all the precons that were done, they were probably one of the more synergistic ones that were done. Probably as far as playing new players, probably my least fun of them.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend these for brand new players.
No.
They're a little bit more
These were the stronger precons of the year. Outside of the Final Fantasy ones that were
pushed, done.
Yeah.
And the fact there's only 2 and you couldn't play a full pod with them.
Yeah, the
I
lines
felt,
are
I felt these were for more established players.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, so I would say if you're a newer player, lean more into what the other precons were. These ones that were printed now,
Yeah.
they are very good for players that have an understanding of what lands matters decks should be doing.
Yeah.
What proliferate should be doing. Right, that the color pairings that they have with them,
Right.
are not ones that are conducive to play creature, turn sideways, combat trick
Sure.
type deal.
Yeah.
So, what was your favorite card of this set?
Not my favorite, but I think my most this is my sleeper card.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
show me your
it's
sleeper.
Insight Engine.
Inside Engine.
It is a artifact for 2 and a blue. Tap 2, tap it. Put a charge counter on this artifact, then draw a card for each charge counter on it.
Ah, the One Ring. That's not the One Ring.
It feels like the One Ring, and I actually got this in play against you when I was playing my
So many
Captain America deck, and this thing drew me so many cards.
So many cards. I think it drew you at least 7-8 cards.
I mean, more than that. I definitely got
so
the
many.
5 counters on there. So
oh my god, it was so many
it
counters.
drew me a lot of cards. It was kind of like just sitting in the background. Nobody paid any attention to it. It wasn't the One Ring. It wasn't super flashy.
Right.
Not a game changer. It just kind of sat there, just kind of got me value as we played. And
Yeah, I mean, I did not think at all during this game that I needed to use a piece of removal on it. Right, and that's
Right.
kind of what you're looking for.
It was
when
just
you're building.
chilling. It was just chilling.
Just hanging
for
out,
sure.
just hanging around, drawing cards.
How about you? What was your
So my sleeper is Arch Enemy's Charm.
okay? Oh yeah,
Right, we're
the black card
modal guy.
cycle. Yeah,
right, and so if you're playing, your lands right ethically, and you've got pips, you're playing multiple pips, right?
Yeah.
it's not very hard in 1-2. I would say even in 3 color, right, to get to the 3 pip.
Yeah.
that you need a little more difficult.
Black out of all the colors, I feel you can get to your pips, no problem.
Yeah, I mean, you got Urborg, you've got ways to go get it, right?
Dark
so
Ritual,
that, yeah,
just
you're able to
place
do
it,
it,
yeah.
right? Yeah, exactly. So, three black pips, 3 different modes. You get to choose one: exile target creature or planeswalker.
Yep.
Return 1 or 2 creatures or planeswalkers from your graveyard to your hand. So you raise dead, and it also works with planeswalkers.
Yeah.
Or put 2+1/+1 counters on target creature you control. It gains lifelink until end of turn. It
So
does
good.
everything that black wants to do.
Black leans on their life total as a resource so much that gaining that life is actually a pretty big game.
Right.
With Bullets, the Citadel, and so many other ways that you're just draining your own life for value.
Yep.
Being able to get some of that life back, actually pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah. It.
Yeah,
I put this in a
that
more
looks
black
like,
text.
that looks like one of the weakest modes, but I'm like,
Yes.
there's still value there if you really think about the way black plays and the play patterns of black.
Right. I mean, you're most of the things you're sacrificing a bunch of your life
Yeah.
for what you're doing, right? And if you can get anything that is 6,
Yeah.
6 power, make it 8,
Yeah,
and
right.
8 life.
Yeah, that's
You're back in, baby.
It's not too bad.
You're back in. What was your favorite card of the set? Before we go into that, I'm gonna say that the Window Shock lands,
Oh man,
beautiful.
insane.
Favorite cards of the deck,
Oh, the
or I'm sorry, of the
Shocklands.
set,
Yeah,
right?
The Galaxy
particularly
foils.
the windows of them, and then the foiled out, like
so amazing.
so amazing.
Yeah, I
right.
love
So
those.
outside of the shock lands,
Frenzy Bailoff is a card I think I'm gonna put in the most amount of decks. I think
my boy,
Uh,
it does everything green wants, baby.
it's for green. You get a 3/2 beast, can't be countered, trample haste, spells or creature spells you control can't be countered, combat damage can't be prevented.
It has every word that you want green to have.
Any Gruul deck, you're in.
It's so good. Have you ever killed someone when they fog you? Boom! That's when you get them.
It gets around the one ring. I mean, it's just it's a powerful card.
Yeah, the fact that it's only 2 mana
Yeah.
and that it has haste, you're able to do stuff with it immediately. And by the way, Beast makes the cut.
Yeah, this makes the cut.
Makes the cut. This is a great choice. I love this one.
How about you? What do you got?
For me, it is Tanook. Both of him.
Oh,
Both of him. Right? So we got
Gruul one too?
We got the Gruul
Oh,
one.
the Gruul one's good. I
Right.
got that in my Omnith deck. Yeah.
So it allows you for, every time a land comes in, it's 1 and 2 Gruul.
Yep.
When a land comes in, deal a damage to each of your opponents, right? So it progresses the game forward. It is in the right colors to be able to have landfall stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
Right? That it just gives you the enabler in the command zone. It doesn't give you everything.
Right.
Right? It just gives you, the payoff.
The payoff.
Right? It gives you the payoff, not the enabler.
Yeah.
For what you're doing with it. And then Tanook the mono red.
Wait, hold. It has a little sneaky card draw in there too. If you play a second land,
Correct, yes.
you get a little card draw.
Yeah,
too.
you get a draw, right?
Yeah.
That's always good.
Something, yeah.
Right. You just you dome the table for 6 collectively and you
2
draw a
lands
card.
coming in on turns, nothing for so you're gonna get that card draw most of the
Yeah,
time.
you're playing extra lands per turn. You're playing splendid reclamations to get stuff back from the
you're playing
graveyard.
fetches.
Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you're doing a
You're
lot
getting
of
the 2 a lot.
yeah, you're doing a lot of fun stuff, right? You're doing a lot of fun landfall stuff. This is a very good deck for new players, right? Because you could build the deck underneath $20-$30 and it'd still be
Oh.
competitive, right?
Yeah.
You're just doing a bunch of landfall stuff, right? And so great choice of putting it in uncommon. I think it has a good power toughness.
You can even sit in
with
the
it.
command zone. Honestly, that card is good.
Yeah, it's a great all round Gruul type lands matter deck,
Yeah.
right? But the Tanook, the mono red,
Oh man,
sneak attack in the command zone, baby.
I think it's so good.
Have you like this? This is incredible, right? You sneak attack a Blightsteel Colossus,
Oh.
and then you warp it.
Then you warp it.
Right, and so instead of like sneak attacks, where you've got to figure out in mono red how to get these things out of your graveyard,
Yeah.
they're just there for later. So your opponents just see their imminent doom.
Yeah, right.
Right, that this guy is
They
so
can see
good.
the army that you can bring back as soon as you have enough mana.
Yeah, so I mean, this is my favorite card, but this obviously was a sleeper of the set. I mean, this thing was only like $1 forever,
Yeah.
right? Because it got eclipsed by Final Fantasy. Spider-Man spoilers started coming out
Right.
as this set was still in spoiler season.
Yeah.
Right, and so, but I mean, now this card is caught up. I think this card is like almost $8-10 now to get just the original printing.
I think it's 3 actually right now.
It's only 3?
It's $3. Yeah.
I need more.
The other version is a little bit more. If you're going to go full art on that one,
yeah,
or borderless,
super fun deck. You can build this with mono red creatures. You can do dragons.
Yeah.
You could do only artifact colorless. Like there's so many things you can do with this deck. I mean, you can get pretty insane with this deck. Like you can
feel like you
warp in a Mindslaver.
You could probably put this in instead of your Feldon. You could probably run this as the commander with almost the same shell, and it would probably do pretty well.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, you
Triple Kit Titan, like
right. You just tighten this thing in, right?
Yeah,
and so
right.
the fact that you're able to do these things is insane.
Yeah.
Right. It's so unique. I mean, it's not exactly sneak attack, right? And it's not exactly like the peripheral sneak attack
Right.
one, the bronze blooded,
Yeah.
right? But this is comes down faster, right? Because that was the problem with the other ones. It took too long for it to start going,
Yeah,
right? This thing drops in 4 mana, 2 colorless, 2 red, right?
Next
you
turn.
could ritual into this thing immediately, right? And so
I like that the things don't sacrifice; they go into exile
Yes.
to be played again. So, I mean, red doesn't have a ton of good recursion outside
Right.
of like,
Feldon.
yeah. I mean, there you
Right.
go.
Right. So, you're very correct though, that it allows you this, when I played it, became.
You already built this.
Yeah, I built it. I've got it sitting. You haven't seen it yet because I'm not
okay.
done with it yet.
Okay.
I played it on Spell Table to test it out. Because the problem with this deck is that you can do so many degenerate things with it.
Yeah.
That I have to like figure out that balance of like,
Sure.
You know, is Gino going to have a good time when I play this deck, right? I don't just want to grind everybody, you know, to the
Send
ground.
it. Let's go.
Right, yeah. That it allows you to just do so many cool things that mono red needed, right?
Yeah.
And so, big fan, huge fan of this set. Just in general.
Yeah, no, absolutely. A couple other cards I wanted to mention
Yeah.
real quick. I really like the Eternity Elevator. Have you seen
I've
this
seen
one?
this. No.
It's an artifact for 5. It's a legendary spacecraft. You can tap it right away for 3 colorless mana.
Okay.
Or if you station it to 20 plus, you tap it to add X mana of any one color where X is the number of charge counters on it.
This thing needs to go in my Karn deck.
So you can just keep stationing this thing and keep getting more and more mana out of this thing.
And how much is it? 3 colorless?
It's 5 mana to cast.
Sure.
And then you can tap it for 3 colorless.
Okay.
Once
so it
it's
gives you 3
stationed
right
to
away.
20 plus, now it's tapping for 20.
Right. So you're playing this in big creature deck, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So
Anywhere you can just kind of get this thing stationed. Now, if you got any way to untap it, now you've just got like 40 mana. And it's pretty crazy. I've had this in several decks, and it just goes nuts if it's not dealt with. And
do you play it in like a fireball deck? Is this like a big X-Spell deck?
no,
That's immediately where my brain goes with
I
this thing.
have it in my deck. I have Infinite Guideline Station.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick, man.
You just have to have any kind of good mana sink payoff, and it's
I mean, you're producing so much mana.
yeah.
Right? Because you figure if you're stationing it with 20, you get 20 immediately.
And then the next turn you can make 40
Oh my God.
if you want to restation it with all your robots that you're making.
Robots.
Eshki, our friend had an Eshki deck where this thing came down and just ruined us because
Okay.
Galtas were coming down.
Right.
And you just got 20 mana and you're playing like big
So
stompy
huge.
green stuff. Like it's just great.
Yeah, so I mean, I got a couple of cards in here I want to talk about as well. I mean,
Yeah.
I've Exalted Sunborn.
Oh yeah,
So cool to see a token doubler on a warp card.
totally.
Right, warp
Yeah.
this thing in, be able to play, you know, a cheap token spell to put some bodies out there.
Yeah.
and then it's gonna come back.
Especially if you
Tezzeret.
know you're gonna have a big turn.
Right.
If you want to just like you're gonna do an X spell, you're gonna just double all that,
Yeah, I mean,
bring it down as a big angel.
great. These warp cards are some of the best political cards that I've seen in the game in a while. Right, outside of like a council card or something like that
Yeah.
starts involving everybody.
Right.
That it puts the table in a position of they know what's coming.
Yeah.
Right. And so you're able to have those discussions of like, hey, you know this thing is coming.
Right.
What are we going to do?
Yeah.
You and me, because I'm going to have this thing, you know, happening. Right. And so the new Tezzeret,
Oh,
what an animal.
so good.
Almost CDH playable. I know
It
it's being tried out.
It's in Atali.
Is it? Okay.
It gets your mana vault. You
Yeah.
tap mana vault. You untap mana vault. Like it's
Yeah.
it's
I mean,
too good.
Another Tezzeret search, right? Just the old mono blue one.
Yeah.
Was the same way that you were able to go and grab an artifact. This one does
Totally.
the same. Right.
The fact that you pretty much only get mana vault with this one is fine though. I mean, artifacts come and input counters on it. It's I know it's in at least that deck.
Yeah. Cool planeswalker.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
Doesn't
colorless, can go anywhere.
Right, doesn't take my top spot like how the Dragonstorm ones did.
Right.
Right, so I mean, it does a powerful thing, but overall, I didn't think that it was super oppressive. That's kind of like where I like Planeswalkers.
Yeah.
Right, I like them to where you look at their first activation as like a sorcery.
Right, exactly.
Right? And so this is like a cool, you know, fabricate,
Totally.
but not fabricate.
Right.
You know, type of deal. So that way it just jams it
It's
in.
more like one of those trinket mage type things where you're going to
Right.
go get a certain CMC.
Right, yeah, super cool,
The
super
fact
fun
that
idea.
It lets you untap an artifact. There's so many ways to abuse that.
Yeah.
And almost like a voltaic key.
Right.
You know. Another one I had was Scour for Scrap. I don't know, have you heard of this one?
No.
It's an instant for 3 and a blue. You can choose one or both. Search your library for an artifact card, reveal it, put it in your hand. Or you get to return target artifact card from your graveyard, put it to your hand.
Wow.
So it recurs and it tutors.
And in mono blue, right? So it's
Instant
like
speed,
in the right ones.
Mono blue.
Right.
It's awesome.
Always have an answer. Yeah, that's a great card.
Yeah.
Yeah, modal,
It's
unmodal.
uncommon.
uncommons. That's what I'm saying. Like
It's a buck. Yeah.
the uncommons all the way through the mythics. Like these cards are like no other set has so many cards that go into the 99.
Yeah.
Like I put more cards from this set into my existing decks than any other set that I can remember in the past couple of years.
I want to say that's true for me as well. I think I'm probably playing more Edge of Eternity's cards in the 99 from this year out of all the sets. Yeah.
I mean, and that's a big deal since Gino just crossed the 200 mark with decks.
201 decks currently. Yes.
201. Good Lord.
I have a problem. So where are we gonna rate this set? What do you think?
Yeah, so this one hits number 2 for me.
Number 2.
Yeah, this is
okay.
my number 2. Because of how versatile this deck is. Not as good for me as Final Fantasy. It didn't hit every chord the way that Final Fantasy did.
Okay.
But when you are able to have a set that produces so many cards out of the 99,
Yeah.
in a set that I anticipated being one of the worst when I saw the schedule for 2025 because it's in space,
Yeah.
easily got to take number 2 for me. What about you?
Number 1.
Number 1.
Number 1. I just love it. I love everything about it. Opening the packs were fun. Opening the collector packs were fun. There's just cards going in so many of my decks. Like, it's just...
Understandable. Completely
it.
understandable.
I love the Magic IP. I love the story. I love everything about it.
Yeah, everything just worked with this set.
Yeah, it was perfect. It was like...
banger for me.
Couldn't ask it for anything more.
The problem with the earlier sets, that there's just these bangers that were happening.
Yeah, I mean, it's like... Sorry, Ether Drift. You just like there's just too much smoke in,
right.
the back half of the year.
So, we'll stumble here a little bit because we're gonna come into the fall here of September 26th. Huge hyped set. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. I think a lot of people were excited for this pre-release before we got to see all the cards.
Yeah.
I was not one of those people.
This is where Universes Beyond kind of dropped the ball.
I kind of set the bar so low for this set that I actually really enjoyed.
I like your style.
All of it.
I like your style.
I just didn't know what to expect, and I loved it. I loved this. I didn't love the price point of the product.
Agreed.
But the cards are cool.
I loved it because I'm a comic book fan.
Sure.
So as a comic book fan, this one hit on so many different levels.
Yeah.
The sagas as comic strips, amazing.
The art on the set alone, like
the art,
all the different variants of stuff. I know you're going to talk about something later, but they just nailed it. I thought the artwork on this, the comic strip stuff, the different showcase versions were so good.
The treatment of this set are probably the best treatments of all the sets for the year.
Yeah,
hands down, not even close. That what they did with the treatment is equally the side of what happened with this set overall collectively as a feeling with people. Right?
How
that
so?
it's a complete opposite spectrum.
Oh, okay, sure.
Complete opposite spectrum.
Yeah, I don't think anybody had a problem with the way the set looked.
Yeah, that I think and so this is where, for me, that Spider-Man was hugely successful. This is a comic book set.
Yeah.
This set was designed, right, going back to the theming of, 2025. There's going to be things for some and not all.
Yeah.
This is a comic book lover set.
Totally. This is fan service for the comic fans. Yeah.
This is for bridging the gap of people that go to Comic-Cons for Magic. Coming into Magic, right? And as fan of the artists that are creating these original images, right? It was not done. I don't know if it could have been done better. Right? When you're looking at the two main characters of the right, obviously everybody's looking at Peter Parker and they're looking at Brock.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
That these are the two. You could not have chosen better front-facing sides of it with the original arts and then the back sides of the original one comic book. It can't be done. As a comic book lover.
So good.
And the rendering of the foilings are so good.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And so we did see some, new mechanics enter, which I didn't think that these were going to be as good as they were in play.
Yeah.
Right? But when I used web slinging was great.
I want to build Peter Parker because I want to build a web slinging deck.
So good.
Just to abuse and reuse all the ETBs.
Yes.
Small creatures, a lot of mana dorks, and just slapping things in.
Your mana dorks are slamming bigger dudes in.
Yeah, it's so cool.
It's almost like a blink right effect. Right, which you'll see some of that.
But I think it's more fair than Blink because it's like you're not just bringing it out, bringing it back in. You have to recast it. Right. You have to have a tap creature. I think it's an appropriate power level. I think it's nice. I think it's cool.
It's unfortunate that when sets come out that are scaled back in power, right, to not continue to that power creep going, right, which we saw.
I like the breaks though.
Yes, in Ether Drift, and this was another one that kind of pulled back on the throttle.
It's like
no pun intended with Ether Drift.
The cards are good. And if you play it all together, if they feel balanced,
Yeah. It's unfortunate that this was an original small set idea, right? As like, like the forgetting the set name.
Well, we had like the special guest slot in Thunder Junction.
This is like an Assassin's Creed was the
Assassin's
original
Creed,
idea.
And then there's also Aftermath. So
Right.
they've already had 3 of these, and you can kind of tell that Wizards aren't high on them, maybe due to sales.
Right.
Like after Aftermath, they're like, okay, we need to figure out something else. Made it a special sheets in.
I think this had a lot to do with Sony and Marvel.
You think so?
Yeah, that with the IP of Spider-Man being one of historically one that generates the most revenue
Yeah.
for them, for it to be that small of a set, I think they got leaned on
Okay.
because of how many other Marvel sets are coming.
Yeah, I've got nothing else to. I have no recount
Right.
on why they did that, but that would make sense to because I know that next year we're gonna have a large Marvel stuff.
A lot of
full.
Marvel stuff coming,
Yeah.
so why would the largest selling Marvel outside of the X-Men, right? But single character
Yeah.
and the universe around one single character not have a larger set.
Or precons, which was weird.
Right,
I
which
thought-
which kind of screwed up the limited format and stuff like that because you're getting new formats of like pick 2 draft and stuff like that.
Right.
Which that's just for another conversation. But it's unfortunate because some of the cards felt like, unlike Final Fantasy, they didn't. Every card felt like it got attention, and this one was kind of like bagel and schmear, right? Of like, hey,
Well, they did say that they had to fill out a lot of the commons to
Right.
make it a full set, where
Yeah.
it wasn't going to be a mini set. It was still going to be a small set.
yeah.
But you could tell it's like some filler in there.
Yeah, but I mean,
some filler.
I think they did well with choosing of the mechanic that they had, right? Because it played very well for the color pairings, right? Because the next one is Mayhem.
Mayhem is awesome. I
Mayhem's
love it.
super
If
cool
you
play.
discard a card with Mayhem, you may cast it from your graveyard this turn for its Mayhem cost, which
Yeah.
is going to be usually reduced.
Right.
Or be the same cost, but you're able to cast it from the
Yeah,
graveyard.
as theming for other mechanics that have happened through the sets that we've already talked about, this is another harkening back to like a Madness
Yeah.
type deal, but a change on it. So I think very smart in the design space that they did, that they looked at existing mechanics and they said, hey, how can we have this make sense in the set
Yeah.
and it also be in there?
I like it that it's not a trigger on the stack that has to be resolved right now. You've got all turn to cast that spell.
Right.
So if you discard something in your upkeep, you can do it in your second main phase. It gives you a lot more flexibility than Madness.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's, one thing that I loved about some of the things that are similar. So you understood how the mechanic works.
Yeah.
Right. Just in its nature. However, it was different. Right. And
Yeah.
so while, we're trying to, be in a position where we're not, having to remember so many things, I think this played very well. Super cool cards that came out of these as well.
Very cool. And Green Goblin's probably right now is probably my favorite deck I have right now.
That the Norman Osborn deck, the Green Goblin, the one
Yeah.
you're saying is so fun. There's so many different ways that you can build this deck.
Different lines,
Yeah.
the games play out different. It's just fun. I mean,
You're cheating mana
cycling
cost.
through your hand. You're cheating mana cost. It's very cool.
And Demir Plus.
Yeah, Demir Plus.
Yeah, you're
checks
sitting,
all my boxes.
You're sitting right in, right? So there was one other small one which was harnessed. It only appeared on a couple of cards. It grants a permanent special status when activated, unlocking extra abilities, like in the Soulstone.
Yeah.
When you harness it, you're activating it,
Totally.
exiling a creature that you already have, and then it becomes like a Shieldred.
So
Right.
good.
So
just the unmean half of Soldier.
right. Yeah. That some cool stuff. Cool to see an Infinity Stone.
Yeah, I'm excited for the future. I mean, are we gonna get the gauntlet of all of them? Are we Thanos gonna snap? Like, what's gonna happen? I think that there's gonna be a lot of room to really build around that, which, as a Marvel fan, I'm excited for.
Yeah. So this is why I am saying I feel like Marvel was leaning on them, right, a little bit, because you have the Soul Stone.
Yeah.
You have other Marvel stuff coming. We're going to see the other Soul Stones, right? Which means that there's going to be even more Marvel sets, unless they're going to put more than one or two of these in each Marvel set.
Right.
You would think that there's going to be at least 5 or 6, right? Because you would have the Soul Stone or the Stones, and then
all
you would
the
have the
Infinity
Gauntlet,
Stones, right.
Right. And so, I mean, they may push them into other ones, but for me, as a comic book fan,
It gives you a chance to have a chase card in all these sets, right?
Yes.
It could always be the Infinity Stone will be that chase card.
right.
It
Right.
could
So
be, right?
great idea what they did to keep people engaged and wanting to continue to open the packs, like, right? Which is because we do it. We're cardboard addicts, right?
Yeah.
That's what we do, right? And so, but it also allows for the people that are comic book fans
Totally.
to have something to look forward to later, right? That will still be coming. So the people that they are engaging with now to bring them in underneath the comic book, side of things to keep them say, hey, there's more stuff coming.
You're right.
Right, type of deal. So as much
it builds
as
anticipation. If
right.
you're looking forward to getting the other 5 stones, the gauntlet, some kind of Thanos card, like it's cool. It lets you like get excited for these sets.
Yeah. So, I mean, as much as people want to dog this set, I mean, the price pointing wasn't there. Who could have expected that against Final Fantasy and Lord of the Rings, right? And it being Spider-Man. Yes, there's a lot of legends of one person, right? But this is a byproduct of making a set bigger than it needed to be, right? So if you take that, with a grain of salt and you look at the actual set itself, the art is phenomenal.
I like a lot of the cards, too. There's so many playable cards in this set. What was your sleeper of the set?
Yeah, so my sleeper of the set, I did not experience until it was played against me, was Black Cat.
Black Cat, really?
Yeah, so she's a 5-mana spell, 3 colorless, 2 black.
Okay.
That when she enters, look at the top 9 cards of target opponent's library, exile 2 of them face down, then put the rest on the bottom of their library in random order. You may play these exiled cards for as long as they remain exiled. Mana of any type can be spent to cast
Super Gonti. What is going on here? That's awesome.
Yes, that I did not realize how powerful this was until you started using the spells that say when this creature dies, bring it back.
Yeah.
Right? So, like a Kaya's Ghost form or something like that.
Yeah.
And then you sacrifice it, get some value for it. It comes back, and you draw 2 cards.
Make 2 black mana with your Phyrexian Tower.
Right.
Now you can cast one of the spells you just
Right.
exiled.
Cast Culling the Weak, put 4 black mana into pool.
Sure.
Right. Recast this thing.
Yeah.
And then draw another 2 cards. Right. And so, yes, you're not playing your cards specifically, right? Because you're not. But it was played against me by one of my friends. They brought it. I was like, man, this deck, I don't know how this thing's going to perform, right? And it was so good.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was super fun.
Yeah,
super fun
that
deck. That's my sleeper. What about you?
I'm going to go with Chameleon, Master of Disguise.
Really good.
It's kind of an ode to like Sakashima. It doesn't take away the legend rule from everything.
Right.
But you can copy legend with this because it has a different name.
Yeah.
And it has Mayhem. So it's like pretty cool card. I'm going to be putting that in a lot of decks.
Yeah, really good to be able to, especially because it's in the right colors to loot.
Yeah.
Right? That you loot it away, discard it, bring it in.
Bring it in cheaper, and now you can copy anything. So
yeah, so I mean, super cool things that you can do with it. What was your favorite card of the set?
Favorite card, Green Goblin. I just love it. I love it so much.
The deck is so fun.
It's pretty awesome. How about you?
For me, this is the one that I spent the extra on to be able to get the special treatment.
Yeah.
I did it all in a trade. Thank you so much for the guy at the shop that he pulled it when I was there, and I was like, wow. Hey, if I get a different Eddie Brock, which one do you want?
Sure.
And I'll even trade up.
Yeah.
Right. So I traded up for him to be able to get the collector's pack, foil original Todd McFarlane Venom. I owned the comic. I don't know where it went now, but
Fire, man. That card looks so good.
It's so awesome. Yeah. It does exactly what Jund wants to do.
The deck's great. I've seen you play it several times, and it always does something really awesome.
Yeah, I mean, you get Eddie Brock's side.
Yeah,
right.
Totally.
So it brings back 1-drops, right? So you gotta. It's a cool way to be able to build a deck to where both sides work when you need it to, right?
Yeah.
And so it will always be a staple. It will never. I will always have a Jund deck for Eddie Brock and Venom, and I play the card. Yeah. I'm not going to get it graded. I'm not going to say. I'm going to treat it exactly like
they're tools,
like
not jewels.
Right.
I mean, I want to play the cards I love. Yeah, absolutely.
I trade it up so that way I can keep playing it.
Yeah.
Right. And so, I got to say, I was excited about the card as soon as I saw it. Yeah. I know that we all talked about it on the channel. I was like, if anybody pulls this card, let me know.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to the moon with this one. I don't care. They could charge me $400 for it, and I'll get it.
You built a great deck, and it looks great, man.
Yeah, super fun. Super fun overall. I mean, smaller set. So I had some notable cards that I put in here. Imposter Syndrome.
Oh, what a cool card.
Such a fun card. The art on it is so good.
I love it. It's the meme.
It's the meme. It's the meme, right? So I mean, they put the meme in it. It works really well. It copies anything that you needed to when it.
I like that it's pushing blue into combat, though.
Yes,
I think that's pretty cool.
Yes, yeah, it was a nice change.
It could be like copy it if it's your third spell or something that does easily, but blue's not known for combat, so I do like that it pushed it into a different direction.
Yeah, I actually. I put this deck in, or this card is in my Brutaclad deck.
Oh, very cool. Oh, that's great.
Because I want more.
That's so
I need a token, right, to be able to start it.
Yeah.
Right, and so I use the Titans in it, and so I need an Inferno Titan token.
Oh,
Right?
yeah. Very good.
You know what's better than 2 Inferno Titans?
9.
9 Inferno Titans.
Another one I want to talk about real quick is Villainous Wrath. For 3 black on a sorcery, target opponent loses life equal to the number of creatures they control. Destroy all creatures.
This card is so good.
It could be a win con on top of a board wipe.
It's so meme. It's amazing.
Yeah, it just gets rid of the token player, that's like going out of control.
This reminds me of Rakdos charming someone, except you get to board wipe him as well.
It's pretty gnarly.
Right? And so if you've got like a Massacre Worm out or something.
One more than a Damnation.
Right, you're in black.
Yeah,
so you're going to be playing like Massacre Worms and things like that.
Yeah.
So not only do you dome them for their creatures from Villainous Wrath, you also get them from the Massacre Worm. Right? This card, yeah.
See you later.
Yeah, 100% behind this card. I think they should print more rats like this.
Yeah.
Right? That are situational. I think it's good for the game.
Yeah.
It allows you to be able... Yes, the gotcha cards cost more, but the gotcha is what is always memorable about EDH. And if it's one thing that I can continue to have as a theme running through this channel, is that it's the gotcha moments that make EDH. It's not the win.
Yeah, right.
Right?
Yeah.
That's CEDH.
It's the journey, not the destination.
Right. If you want to play to win,
yeah.
Right? That's why you're in CEDH, right?
Totally.
And if you're in anything less than that, then open your mind up to what you're actually doing in a casual format.
Yeah.
Right? It's casual for a reason.
Yeah, right.
Right? That it's the gotcha moment that makes it.
If you just think about everybody at home sitting down, making this deck, putting time into researching, buying the right cards, you want everybody to have fun and have that moment where their deck can do their thing,
Right. Or, properly label your deck.
Yeah.
Bring it. Just know, we have decks that are that way. We understand that they just don't get played often. Like my Karn, I was able to bring out Karn just a couple of weeks ago at a game store. Thanks to the guys who let me play it.
Yeah.
Right. But I haven't played that deck in months. Right. Because
that deck's awesome.
No one wants me to stop them from playing creatures and killing you with a 4/4 animated portcullis.
Yeah, I do.
Right. Yeah. So for me, I'm gonna have to put this set pretty low for me.
Hit me. What do you got?
Yeah, this one is. I already did 7.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that was Innistrad.
Yeah, Innistrad. This is 6 for me.
This is number 5 for me.
Okay. Yeah. This one sits pretty low, just because it doesn't do enough. I think I already did 6. I don't remember. I'm 6 in this one.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a 6/7.
Yeah, I'm doing 5. I'm putting it above Aether Drift.
Okay.
Just because I feel like this set does have some pretty mechanically cool things, like the Mayhem.
Sure.
I really love Green Goblin. I love the Affinity Stone. Like, again, the Soul Stone. That card's going to go into so many black decks just for a 2-drop untapped black source.
And indestructible. I get it.
I mean, that's great. The reanimation, you might not ever get there, but it's cool if you need it, right? I mean, there's so many other cards that are making the 99 in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Five's where I'm putting it.
Yeah, I mean, Innistrad is only that low because it's a remastered set that really didn't
Right,
hit,
we already, yeah.
And so that's why Spider-Man sits right above it. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that just does not feel like it was done all the way.
Are you putting Aether Drift above this set?
I'll put Aether Drift above this
Okay.
deck. Yeah, I'll put it above it because Aether Drift, while it didn't hit well, right? Yeah, so that was my 6. I'm going to move it up. Aether Drift's coming up in the race. They've went up into place. That
So watch out for that blue turtle.
Yeah,
turtle shell.
Spider-Man it was not built in a way that that each card had its own deal. The mechanics didn't work well together, right? Like how Edge of Eternities did, right? Like while some of the mechanics were cool, Aether Drift also had cool mechanics.
Yeah.
And it was just a funner theme to me, right? It was super campy. But I mean, in a couple of years, I might say that Spider-Man is like one of my top 10 ever because of the art alone.
Sure.
Right. So
if
we're doing art rating,
I can see you're divided.
This would be much higher as far as gameplay is concerned. All of the sets are better for new players to come in on. Right. They can build out full-fledged decks.
Yeah.
Right. Most of the other ones come in with precons.
Right.
Like this one didn't.
Totally.
So that's why it just sits so low for me. Small set, small feelings, low rating.
I know a lot of it was clunky about this release, but something about it, I like the cards.
Yeah,
I do like
get
the
it.
cards. I like that there's finally common legends, which I think
I love it.
very interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe open some door for some Pauper builds here.
I love Pauper Commander.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I get it.
It's a 5.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I get it.
My deck's a 7,
Yeah. Which brings us into the last set of the year, November. Avatar the Airbender. Tell me your thoughts before we go into anything else. Were you a fan of the show?
I never watched the show, to be honest.
I'm a huge fan.
Okay.
I've watched.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, both of them. The original Airbender and Legend of Korra.
Okay.
I've watched each one of them 4 times through.
Wow. Okay.
I love it. It's
I had
so
no
good for
idea.
kids. The sub-theming of it's so good. I mean, it's doing all the things that I want.
Yeah.
When I'm watching a show, right, that I can either leave it in the background, and if it's not, Magic gameplay or something like
Sure.
that, obviously I have younger kids at this point too, so it's something that I could have on with them around.
Yeah.
Type of deal. But it also hits on
Because this was
high
originally
fantasy stuff
on,
too.
was it
Nickelodeon?
Okay.
Yeah, Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
But it hit like we were already grown, right,
Yeah.
when it came out, and it was like post like Real Monsters and stuff like that.
Sure. Yeah.
So like the second wave of it.
Yeah.
But it hits on like all the things that high fantasy wants, right? That it's got, you've got earth bending, fire bending, water bending. You've got somebody that is going into the spirit world.
They did those so well. Each of the bendings really, they did a wonderful job on how it mechanically worked in the game. Like, kudos to the design team.
This set being the last set that's coming out for the year, and it also being a Universes Beyond, right? We all came out of Spider-Man like, oh my God, what is the next one going to be? I think they recovered really well.
Absolutely.
With this one.
I agree.
And especially especially for the fans of the show.
Yeah.
I mean, there's cards in here that like Sokka's haiku. The card is a haiku. Right? And there's
it's big brain stuff. That's big brain stuff.
Yeah, that there was so much more, and this is like the huge difference between for Avatar: The Last Airbender, versus like Spider-Man.
Okay.
That each one, just that alone, there was so much thought put into the card itself. For if you're a fan of the show, you get it. If not, the card is still decent. Sure. Right? In gameplay, it's still good. Yeah. Right? And so, I mean, there's like even some sub-themings of Sokka and Yue. The one that's the legend that she's the moon. Okay. Right? Yeah. So there's a sub-theme of 3 different cards that happen in the show in the different seasons that are happening with it. Yeah. That are in this set. Right? That it has Zuko and Sokka in one of the war balloons later. Okay. And Zuko's talking about how bad his life is. And how bad his girlfriend May is, right? That how, things are going with them. Yeah. And Sokka's like, oh yeah, I get it. My girlfriend used to be here, but now she had to die and go to the moon. He's like, bummer. Bummer, dude. Rough. Yeah. So, I mean, there's a lot of cool things here. I mean, the mechanics in the game, right, are built around the bending. Yeah. Right. Which I thought they did really well. I mean, as a player that is not a blue player fan, right, in its entirety, right, I'll always hate on blue. Right. But water bending. Yeah. Very cool. Super cool, man. Super cool way to use it. Cross like between like Convoke kind of. Yeah. Yeah. But you could use it with artifacts, which blue is already leaning on artifacts for things. Right. That it was cool to do that. Fire bending. Super cool to be able to have an attack mechanic that's giving you extra mana. That wants you to play instant speed in combat. Yep. Combat tricks are back. It's on the menu. I really think this is probably going to be the one that is going to be the strongest of all 4 of them as the game continues. Yeah. Because it's giving you mana. So much mana. There's cards that give all your creatures firebending 5. Right. And a token deck, that is just game-winning amount of mana if you can use it at instant speed. Right. I mean, you can already see it with how many Azula decks have been built. Yeah. Right. Obviously, the runaway commander of the set, right? It's the number 1 with Azula being made. This deck is like out of hand. It is so cool. There are so many cool different ways that you can do it with this thing. I mean, you're copying spells. You're getting free mana. It's like doing everything that Grixis wants to do. It's even CDH playable. I mean, that card is just busted. It's so good. It's so good. And to keep with the theming of what they've done in 2025, that each one of these sets has cards that are pushing into CDH. Yeah. Right? Yeah, there's definitely staples that are making it in. Yeah, I mean, the treatments that they did in this set, the treatments are so good. So good. That you still got the chase cards. You got the big dollar like cards in all the collector packs. Yeah. We saw the neon ink ones. Right. Yeah. We saw really cool portraiting cards with them. Right. Right in those treatments. The The other mechanic, earthbending, super well done. I've never like the person that said, "Hey, why don't we have it animate this land? And if it dies or it exiles, it comes back tapped."
The or exile is so huge that you're not going to be down lands. Good. You're not going to get punished for having your lands die. They come back tapped, re-trigger your landfall.
They fixed Awakening.
It's such a cool idea. I think Earthbending was, for me, that was the most underrated. And now I'm like, wow, it is busted. It is so strong. Makes me want to play it. Makes me want to build decks that have it in there.
Right.
It's cool. I think there's going to be a lot of cool stuff, especially like the Toph deck, the Naya. I mean, there's just so many cool things you can do with this.
Yeah, and such a flavor win for with it being metal bending, right? Of the Naya Toph one.
Yeah.
Right. Of the show itself, of how mechanically unique it is in the show.
Okay.
She was the first one to ever do it.
Really?
Right?
Okay.
In all of the earthbending.
I feel bad. I know nothing about the show.
No, totally fine.
So
This is me speaking to the other lore nerds. Right? That mechanically, to have something so unique in Naya.
Yeah.
Right? That it matches how unique the ability is in the show itself.
I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I love when we're outside the color pie.
Yes.
Like Naya artifacts, I can't think of another commander that cares about artifacts in Naya. Yeah. I like that they're pushing these boundaries. It's giving you a chance to use cards you've never used before. It's a new archetype for people that want to play those colors. I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm here for it all the way.
I do like them pushing the boundary of what the color pie should be.
Yeah.
Right? I do like that they're holding strict lines with some of it, right? That we probably won't see any more red elemental blasts. Right. I mean, we saw one with Tybalt's Trickery, but we won't see them the same. Right? That you won't see counter spells probably in black, like true counter spells, but they'll start pushing it, like you're saying, with the Naya artifact.
Right.
Now they've opened up a whole new space of Naya artifact. You know, what else can they do with it? Yeah, completely agree.
Yeah.
Completely agree with it.
It's a fun space. It gives players that have been around 30 years something new to look at and be, wow, that's cool.
Yeah, you know? Yeah. The last mechanic of airbending, this one is kind of the lackluster for me of all of them.
Really?
I mean, it's cool that you're able to have like a blink effect that you're able to do with other people, right? The mechanic itself is very cool.
Yeah.
Right? But it's the one that is probably, why I say it's the most lackluster because of the other four.
Okay.
I
feel like it's on par with waterbending. I don't think it's too far behind that. I think it gives white another good way to remove things where it's not like totally ruining, it's just slowing you down.
Yeah.
I think it's super fair removal.
Yeah. I mean, the reason that I say it is because the blue traditionally has not had a convoke. Right? They've had other things that will let you tap artifacts to be able to do other things.
Sure.
But not a commander.
It is a new space.
That will let you use like a convoke type mechanic.
Sure.
To where airbending is blinking.
Yeah.
Right? We already know what it does.
Yeah.
Right? And now, like you're saying, it's a fair blink.
Yeah.
That you could do to other people to slow them down and not totally ruin them.
Right. And it lets you use your ETBs again.
Yeah.
But you have to pay a cost, right? So it's not totally busted in half that you're just blinking the board, triggering 1,000 things, right? I think it's pretty fair. And
this mechanic is sick with Dranic Magistrate.
Oh my God, it's
you
crazy.
just house them. They're gone. See you later, jabroni.
See ya.
That they're just out of here, you know? There's a few cards that I want to talk about before we get into our favorites.
Sure.
Or before we get in. Badger Mole Cub.
Pretty amazing.
Amazing card.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, outside of what it's doing to standard, right? That's, kind of, it is, there's always one of those in the set.
There's so many sets in standard that it's like it's going to happen.
But as far as commander applicable, this thing is so cool. Like in Kinnan decks, this just goes off, right?
It's nuts.
It makes it to where you can get to Kinnan even faster.
Sure.
Right? Or if you're just playing any type of mana dork deck,
yeah,
right? It lets your mana dork start doing something, right? I've got an Elf Ball deck with Seton that this thing immediately went into because now my druids are tapping for 2.
Oh, it's so good.
Right? It's just doing the thing that it already wants to do.
Earthbent lands are tapping for 2.
Right. So I mean it's a super cool card. Continue to push. I love it, right? Because they're only one of 300 cards in the set.
Yeah.
Right? One of them's got to be great. To let it be great.
You need the banger, yeah.
Right, you need the banger.
Yeah.
Washi Tong.
So good.
Amazing.
Yeah.
This card is so off the wall, right, that it's going into everything at this point, right?
Yeah.
So thank you for keeping it a monocolor and not making it a 2-color. Only ask when the cards are this strong, like it, make more pips.
Sure.
Because it keeps it out of other decks.
Right.
Right? So for, again, restriction, breeding, creativity,
this
Washitong deck If you got blue in it, you're playing it.
Yeah. I mean, people search their decks all the time.
Right.
Yeah.
So
The fact that it draws cards on ETB.
it just does everything.
Yeah, it's so
it just does everything.
Yeah.
What about you? You got some notable cards before we get into?
The Unagi of Kaeshi Island. Do you know this one?
I don't think I know this one.
3 blue. It's a flash, ward, waterbend 4 for a 5/5.
It's a really good ward.
Whenever an opponent draws their second card each turn, you draw 2 cards.
Oh, nice.
This is like a fixed Consecrated Sphinx.
Sure.
It still gives you a
It's
chance
like a fairy artisan.
It lets you draw 2 cards on each player's turn potentially.
Right.
But it's not busted in half where you're drawing half your deck on a rotation.
Right.
It has some protection, has flash. It's a big body. Doesn't fly. It's only 5 mana. I like it. I think it'll go into some decks. It won't go into every blue deck. And I like that it's kind of a more powered down Consecrated Sphinx. We don't need more cards like that.
Sure,
You
sure.
know?
I think this is really good for the flares, right? So this immediately has me go to like Flare of Denial because you need non-token blue creatures.
Yep.
This is doing what blue wants to
Totally.
do.
Draw
it
you
wants
4
to draw.
cards, and you can protect your board or whatever.
Right. It's
Yeah.
promoting. It's got a big body. It wants you to attack.
Totally.
Right. It wants you to do those things. I think this is a great space
Imposter
for them
Syndrome.
to play.
You can maybe make a copy of it.
Right. And so, what is? Give me your sleeper card.
That was my sleeper card.
That's your sleeper.
That was
Okay.
my sleeper
I'll give you
card.
my sleeper.
Hit me.
The Earth King.
Earth King. What is
Yeah.
this?
The Earth King is a 4 mana, 3 and a green, a 2/2 human noble ally. When the Earth King enters, create a 4/4 green bear creature token, which is Bobo in the show.
Okay.
But it is not in the card itself.
It's just a bear.
Right. But whenever one or more creatures you control with power 4 or greater attack, search your library for up to that many basic lands, put them on the battlefield tapped and shuffle.
It's so good.
Right.
Just ramping. You
Right.
make a 4/4 body.
Yes.
It does a lot.
This does everything that green wants to do.
Yeah.
It's only one green pip, so you can put it in multiple colored decks, right?
Yeah.
So this fits right into
Power
like a
Matter
teamer
decks.
deck,
Yeah.
right? The teamer big power decks.
Yeah.
This is going in. However, I would say the restriction here is for how many colors you're doing. You need a ton of basics for this to actually pop, right?
But I love anything that pays you off for playing more basics.
Yes.
That is awesome.
Agreed.
The mana base of your deck is probably going to be the most expensive part of your deck. And if you can play all basics or a majority basics,
Yeah.
that's a win for your wallet.
This is such a cool card for new players to come into play.
Totally.
It's easy to wrap your head around.
Yeah.
Right. And you're saying exactly what you're saying, that you don't have the lands, right, for the mana base,
Yeah.
or you're not looking to invest that much into the mana bases, right? And so this allows you to do that. It's a super easy concept, as well as it is the payoff and the enabler all together because it creates the first 4/4.
It's paying you off for playing the big bodies, and it's
Right.
paying you off for playing basic lands.
And the only way you're getting it is if you're attacking.
Totally.
Right? So it's progressing.
It's making
progressing
you
it forward.
move the board state forward. Another one of my, not sleepers, but the cards I was most excited about was getting shrines.
Oh, yeah.
My Go Shinto deck has got 5 new shrines to put
Yeah.
in. Pretty excited. There's a lot of cards that say shrine on them in this
Yeah.
set. I was really happy to see that. That's
Yeah,
cool.
super cool with the super cool with how it played with the show, right? Because each one of them has their own temples
Okay.
that they do, and that's what the shrines were built
it.
off of.
Sure.
So really cool to see them tie that in and
Yeah.
then be able to tie it to other decks that they had out there.
Kamigawa, a callback to that. A lot of cards just say shrine, like go find a shrine or like dig 5 deep and look for a
Right.
shrine. So that's cool. It's good to see some shrine support because that was like a very, very narrow archetype that
Yeah.
didn't have a lot of support. You kind of had to play what they had, So now you have some choices if you're a shrine player.
What about your favorite card?
Oh, man. I'm going to have to say the Wall of Basa, say Sing. I like that one a
Oh
lot.
my god, that card is so good.
Colorless Avacyn with a 30 power booty.
It's
Like-
so good. It's because no one penetrates the wall of Ba Sing Se.
Got it. Okay.
Right, and so the play with this on flavor,
Sure.
this set is all flavor. That it's like Ba Sing Se will never be taken.
That's awesome.
That's why it's a 0/30.
That's probably my favorite card of this.
Yeah, it's
That
really
or
good.
the new Bolt Bend card.
The new Bolt Bend is great.
Yeah, that's cool.
Such a cool play for red.
Yeah.
Right, red needs more protection. Right, this is a really good way for you to be able to only pay 1 mana.
5 life.
5
Doesn't
life?
even matter. Yeah.
Who cares? You're in red.
Yeah.
If you're not dying, you're not
trying.
living, baby.
and it's a gotcha spell, so that's what.
Yes, big fan of gotcha.
Love it.
So for me, Toph the Metal Bender.
That's your number one.
It's my number
it's
one.
so good.
I'm
Yeah.
building 2 Toph decks right now.
How are you gonna build them different?
Yeah, so the first one is going to be +1/+1 counter synergy.
Okay.
Our buddy that makes proxy tokens, the one that did Hashaton.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing a bunch of proxy tokens
Oh,
for me
that's
on
great.
TOF. So they'll be the story of like her life as she's going through and becoming a metal bender and everything.
I love that so much.
super theme, super fun.
Mean, white and green, such good 1/1 counter support.
Yeah.
Like that deck will be fun.
Yeah, and the second one is going to be unique artifact.
Oh, okay.
Right, so
That's cool.
this is going to be
Jank.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't quite decided yet because it's either going to be super degenerate
Okay.
or it's going to be just super jank. Right,
Or
that
janky degenerate.
yeah, I mean, I am very much toying. We'll fox with each other.
Yeah, that's right.
That this will be the one that I think will probably be like a Mindslaver deal.
Cool.
Yeah, that it's going to be like it's going to be 4. You know, this one I might even build 3.
Okay.
Right,
yeah,
because then
nice.
the other one will be all jank artifact.
Sure.
To be able to get all of it in, right? To be
There
able to
you
like
go,
get the
yeah.
full swing of what
Scratch
it's in.
the full itch.
Right, and it's Gruul Plus.
Yeah.
And so it's like
That's-
right where I
that's
live.
your jam, yeah,
Right,
totally.
and if Gino, since you have not watched the show, I'll send you a bunch of stuff about Toph, so that way you can see how
Sure.
amazing character this character is.
Awesome. Love it.
So,
Precons.
this falls into the precon, man. I mean, they did precons, right?
There's no precons in this
No
one.
precons. Oh, it's the commander. The commander bundles that they did replaced the precon.
And another thing about this set is how do you feel that there's no precons?
Yeah, felt pretty bad about that. Wish that they would have made it right. You've got 4 different bending styles. It could have been
would've been
easily
so
4
perfect.
precons. You had enough time to do this one.
Totally.
Yeah, so
It's
I mean,
full set. It's an anticipated set.
yeah,
It would have been nice to have 4 precons for this one.
yeah. It's unfortunate. The commander bundle is still cool. You get a lot of cool stuff in it, right? You get
Totally.
the collector's pack. You get the
9 set boosters.
9 set boosters, right? You get the guaranteed cards.
Spin down is one of the coolest things. I mean, people go crazy for those.
Yeah, absolutely.
Spin down life counter, those are very cool.
Yeah, so it's cool to get another one of those.
Totally.
Free spells, right? We got
Oh.
free spells in the avatar treatments.
Yeah, the packet of cards you get in with every bundle is
Yeah.
awesome. It's like a randomized of the on the top of your deck tutors and the free spells.
yeah.
There's no
Great
losing.
reprints.
There's no losing. Whatever you get,
Yeah.
it's going to be good.
So great product. However, I still wish they would have made the precons with it.
Yeah,
It
same.
doesn't feel like a commander bundle, right?
I know there's like a beginner bundle too. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, that has more lands in it.
Okay.
It's gonna be lands. It's more commons and uncommons.
Is that more for like standard? I don't.
No,
think
no.
I-
It's just for you to be able to grab it and then be able to play the game with someone, teach
Okay.
the basic mechanics, and then move forward.
okay. Very
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, so very entry friendly set though.
Yeah,
in its
absolutely.
entirety, right? That you're able to buy the beginner stuff. You're able to buy these different things. However, the precon would have like been the
Yeah.
icing on the cake, the little cherry on the top.
Yeah, I mean, for Spider-Man in this one, it would have been cool to have at least 2.
Last 2 sets of the year, no precon.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do? Overall set for me is good. I love it as a lore guy.
I really like it.
I didn't put a lot of cards in my 99, although it's the newest set, so I haven't really, gone too deep into it.
I'm still buying product. I'm still looking for singles. A lot of these cards are going to make it into my decks. A lot of like mechanically unique things that nothing else offers.
Yep.
Firebending, pretty cool. That's going to be very abusable.
Firelord Ozai, so good.
Oh, yeah.
7 mana haste with Firebending 4. Or I'm sorry, 7 power, 7 toughness.
7 power, 7
haste,
toughness.
trample. Oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You're
feel
going to
really
be able
good
to swing
about
with that every time.
Yeah. So the set overall in its entirety, feel really good about.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you give it as the
It's
rank?
right in the middle for me, 4.
It's a 4.
Yeah,
Okay. It's
it's right
my
in the
number
middle.
3. I think we've been pretty close the whole way
Yeah.
down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit of variance this year in its entirety. For me personally, in 2025, I think it was a great year.
It was a great year for Commander. It was a great year for Magic. I think it's a great way to bring a lot of new people to the game this year.
Absolutely.
I think they set up next year very nicely. I'm really looking forward to Strixhaven next year. Lorwyn will be
great.
cool. Ninja
Lorwyn's going to be
Turtles.
amazing.
There's a lot to look forward to next
TMNT,
year.
baby.
Another Marvel set, Star Trek.
Yeah.
So we got a lot to look forward to next year.
A lot of cool things for new players to enjoy. A lot of cool things for established players to enjoy. I mean, yes, we're going to get more Universes Beyond next year than we are going to get in Magic IP set.
Yeah.
I think a lot of that has to do with timing of the Universes Beyond, but what are you going to do, right? You've only got a certain amount of time to be able to use these things.
Totally. I think we should all have to accept it's just here to stay.
Right.
It's like it's how you want to act with like buying the product and playing it in your play group. If it's not for you, you can skip it. If you enjoy it, have fun with it.
And if you've never experienced before, I would say dive into what it is, right? I wasn't a Final Fantasy player, right? I still haven't gone out and bought the games or anything, but I dove into the lore. The lore was super cool, right? You're able to get a lot of that with the airbending, right? Star Trek is like a whole nother, basket of worms to open as far as lore is concerned.
I love that they can push a lot of these mechanics we got this year into next year. Well, hopefully Strixhaven there'll be more lessons cards. Hopefully Warp comes back and
I can't wait for Warp Drive in Star Trek.
Oh man, it gives the designers of the game a lot of tools to kind of take it where they want to take it.
Yeah. It's super cool that we're going to get in-universe stuff, so it'll be able to continue the lore that I love. Also really cool for people that just, have not engaged with the game to be able to get in, right? So feel excited about 2026. I mean, it's going to put a hurting on your wallet.
Yeah, of course.
Right? If you're trying to buy everything, if you're trying to buy everything, it'll probably be impactful there. But I think that you should, have an overall good experience all the way through 26, just same way that I did with 25.
Yeah. This year was amazing. I couldn't be happier with the way everything turned out. A lot of good cards, a lot of fun sets. I love that they're all pretty good in different formats.
Yep.
If I really suggest you go out there and try to go to a pre-release, try to do some sealed, do a draft. Really put yourself into the set. It makes the whole experience of getting to know a set. I think it has a lot to do with pre-release and drafting it. I think it's a fun way to enjoy the sets.
Yeah, engage with the gathering side of things.
Totally.
Right?
Yeah.
Everything's opened up, right? People, have gotten the things that they need to get to be able to sit around other people, right? So enjoy the gathering side of it. Just drop in your LGS and,
hang with your friends, make new friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome, guys. Well, thanks so much for joining us on this review of 2025. We're going to be back real soon with some new episodes, and we're still working on that Patreon, so keep your eye out for that. All right, guys, thanks.